Oh, well, well, well. My goodness gracious. What the heck even is going on? Something going on. Something going on. We got some business to get into tonight, gang. Boy, howdy do-we. Boy, howdy do-we. It is gonna be something. It is gonna be something. Let me make sure I've got my notes pulled up here. Very important. Get all of my stuff ready. Get it all going. Get it all cooking. Let's see all about that. Let's see all about that. Don't mind me, just hand jamming away over here, slamming away at the keyboard. All right, there we are. There we are, we're ready, we're stacked then. We've done it. Greetings, salutations all. How the devil are you? How's stuff, how's things? You guys made it to week's end and that's cool. Or weekend's eve at any rate. Good to have you in. And the devil we doing? How's it all going? Okay, are my lurks current? Because it rapidly changes when I go live. It always seems to happen. Who are you? See, stranger danger. And then people always go live at the exact same time as me. Yep. Hey, why are you live? That's odd. You're not usually live at this hour. What year is it? I am puzzled. But listen, we gotta put friends before frames. It's very important. Ooh, but I have too many people. MySpace top 8. You gotta go. Bye. And who else? I gotta cut someone. Someone's gotta be cut. You. All right. All right. We're cut. We're there. We're that's it. That's it. We're chopped down. That's it. I don't, guys. How's this stuff? How's the things? I'm feeling like an awful lot like I messed something up. I'm pretty sure I messed something up because I've been doing a lot of recording and a lot of stuff. So like my audio, I'm just gonna do a quick little. It looks like everything's okay, but I've messed with a lot in the last week. So if something is amiss, please do tell me. Also, on the last stream when I went behind the paywall, I muted the game and then I forgot to unmute it. So Trotsky saved me and he's like, is your game supposed to be muted? I had been playing for like 20 minutes or 25 minutes. Trotsky's like, So if that's the case and I've been muted this whole time, please do tell me. Please do tell me. I wish to know. All right, let me see. Who we got? If we go. Mellow, I hope your day was not the dumpster fire that it appears to have been. Hot brides here, baby. Let's go. Let's go ski. So full of the humbotched mac and cheese. I don't know what that means, but I'm glad that you're enjoying good mac and cheese. It's good to be desired. A desirable state of affairs indeed. Leanne. Hi, Leanne. Hello. Thank you for calling her out, Mel. I appreciate it very much indeed. Very much indeed. And Retro's here with a disappointment pack. Thank you for calling him out, Mel. I appreciate it very much indeed. All right. Disappointment pack for Sir Retro on the Ledger. Clackety a clack. We got it. Forg is here. How you doing, Forg? Welcome back. Welcome. It is indeed a pleasure to have you in. Guts with the blinker fluid. Who could have foreseen this? Not somebody who's been avoiding blinker fluid because they can't see properly. Do you see? It was a meta commentary. That's what this was. It was about one's ability to see things. That's what this was in a metaphorical sense, but also in a literal sense. We got a lot of mileage out of that one, Guts. We got a lot of mileage out of that one. It was both a literal imperative and a metaphor. Very artsy of you. Very artsy of you indeed. But why should I be surprised? Member of a band and all. Very arty. Very artsy, gang. Very artsy, them musicians. Pretty, it's good to see you. How the heck are you, Doctor? Welcome back. Welcome. Good evenings all around. Ducklings here. Hi, Duckling. Hello. Hello, thank you for calling out the good doctor. I appreciate it very much indeed. And, thank you guys for calling out. Good, very good. Heckin' great evening indeed. Is it because of the mac and cheese, or is there more to it? The intro's here. Hi, intro. Super good to see you. Welcome. Apex Packy is on cooldown. Retro beat you to it. He snuck it in there right out of the gate. Tabs are good. Time to vacate the office. Out she goes. Out she goes. I sawed it. Shell. Hi, Shell. What a pleasure. You're not sick of me yet, huh? Well, okay, that's fair. You could be sick of me, but the Mafia is a swell sort, so hanging out with them, that actually tracks. That actually answers a lot of my questions, Shell. Cheers to the Freaka Wicca. It's a Freaka Wicca, baby. The Freaka Wicca. You made it. Very cool. On the ceiling, the sky. That is indeed what's up. It's true. Unless one is upside down. No, that remains up. It's a perspective question then. Bianna stressing house pictures tomorrow. You're gonna do fine, Guts. Listen, you've been through all manner of ridiculous things in your life, have you not? You've been through all sorts of unbelievable things these past months in particular, have you not? Why should this be a bigger stressor than any of those things? You've already done it. You've already got evidence of what past Guts is capable of doing. You already have proof. You already get to say to yourself, yeah, if I could handle that, then... No, we're gonna be here to remind you of that. It's part of what community is for. You got this, friendo. You got this. A bit under the weather. Oh, what? I'm okay. Why are you? Audio is good. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I'm all right, intro. I'm surrounded by incredible company. What could I possibly complain about that people wouldn't scoff at? You know what I'm saying? Like, and this. I don't know if this is my complaining voice. And this. And then people are like, really? In light of all the things, this is, all right, guys. All right. Guy with the tie. Get him out of here. Unbelievable. I don't know whether. I'm sorry you're feeling sick. I guess get it out of your system now. Right? Get it out of your system before. Maybe that's what's going on. Is he talking? His mouth. Yeah, Yeah, don't troll me. I want to know what the sound is. I want you to hear me. Yeah. It's probably a reference to something. But yeah. Jar! It's good to see you, brother. I hope that you're well. Hope that you're doing all right. Hope the return to work and everything's been good to you. Hope it's been all right. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. God, by golly, I am looking forward to seeing the Rendezvous cruise. I'm so excited to be getting into the material, you guys. All of you guys out there tackling leadership and self-deception and the rest of the goodness, that humaning stuff. We got a lot to cover. Whoo, buddy. Lots of goodness down that road. We can't hear you. Thank you. I know eventually you'll get annoyed by me redeeming that. Someday. Gail, hello. Welcome. Good to see you. How the devil are you? Welcome to Jurassic Park. It's not Jurassic Park, actually. One might be tempted to think so. Can you guys see that? This doesn't quite reach into frame. No, you can't quite see. No. I've got this monster plant right there that is encroaching in my space. This giant leaf that's actually dangling over my other monitor over here now. It's like ominously in my face. So, kind of Jurassic Park. But only in the flora sense. I don't have the fauna. Alas, no time. No time for a dinosaur pet. Turns out they poop a lot. So, last week of the month, and I can stop stretching calories. Oh, bought a bunch of groceries home. Hell yeah, a bunch of groceries. Let's go. Bring them calories. Let's go. Let's go. Nope, still nope shell. That's great. This is my speed. Love that. Very excited. Very excited indeed. All right, by this time next week, I'll be airborne. I know, it's wild. You's gonna be zoomering. You'll be screaming through the air to metal tube. Whee! Physics. I was over on Rumble, but I'm here too. I love that, Duckling. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. All of you guys with multiple tabs open. Seriously, it means an awful heckin' lot. It's not something that I take lightly. You guys pulling up an extra tab. That inconvenience. Again, what it is you're willing to subject yourself to. The amount of discomfort that you're willing to subject yourselves to. It's just unbelievable. I'm grateful. And speaking of, I hope you guys have taken a look-see at the short that got launched this week. I know, it's a pain in the butt. I know. It's not the same as like long-form content where it's like, it pops up in a regular feed. I know it's got to be in a shorts feed and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoy the Ape Out content. I hope you guys got a kick out of it because it was pretty funny. Again, if you haven't played that game, highly recommend, especially if you're a creator. What a hilarious game. What a ridiculous, hilarious game. What a ridiculous one. In reference to what Guts commented, I think that's a play on the song I Wanna Know What Love Is. Oh! Thank you, Gail. I knew it was probably a music reference, but again, not artsy, not creative, kind of lame when it comes to creative endeavors. So thank you. I appreciate it very much.
My whole life, I don't apologize to take care of my family, and I refuse.
Speak of the gentleman devil and he shall appear. There are 5 reasons to do the series on Rumble.
I work my whole life. I don't apologize to take
Oh, Jar got hooked up. Oh, let's go.
and I refuse.
Let's go.
Fool. Dancing on the string held by all those big shots.
Trotsky. Thank you for the gifted, my dude. Means an awful heckin' lot. An awful heckin' lot. Gang, if you don't know Trotsky, you should know Trotsky. You should know this fella. He's on Rumble. He's on Twitch. He all over the place. He multi-strimberin' like me. Like me, except unlike me, he's got one of them crinkly brains. Do we know the ones with all the ridges and stuff in it? All the canyons where knowledge can get stuck and trapped. Like, knowledge is just like trying to whiz by you, but then it gets snagged on something and then gets lodged there. Like a plastic bag in a tree. You know what I'm talking about? That's knowledge on his brain, because it's one of them jagged sorts. So, yeah. He knows things. In particular, he knows tech things, which is terrifying. Trotsky, thank you for the subs. Gang, if you don't have a sub on Rumble, now's a good opportunity to get one. Now's a good chance to do it. Lock on in. Go over and say something in Rumble chat. That's all you gotta do. Drop your favorite emote. Drop a whatever. Let me know just what your favorite emote is by putting it in. And then if you don't have a sub, you'll get one. Because of the generosity of this gentleman. So that you won't miss any of the content. You won't have to deal with any of the ads or whatever the hell else is all over there. I don't know. I've had Rumble Premium for a while now. So I don't know exactly all of the things, because someone's like, oh, that's the first ad I've seen. I'm like, what are the ads like? Like, I don't tell me. What's the experience been? I don't know. I just live the Rumble Premium life, which I will talk to you guys about in a minute. I will do that thing. Trotsky, thank you. Troublemaker. Thank you for dropping links, you guys. I appreciate so many links. Does the leaf block the sun? No, it doesn't. I had to hang up a towel thing over there to block the sun. Actually, the leaf would block a little bit of the sun, technically. Not enough, though. So it blocks some. No. Sound thing was a reference to, I want to know that was there. Alright, Gail was on top of it, Guts. We gotcha. Made a joke to the pharmacy tech that I'm from the 1900s. He asked me what the dinosaurs were like. I said, very big, very scare, rower. And it's good, very big. It's a good thing you were also really tall, Mel. That's how you can contend with the mighty beasties. She's over there like, come out here, see? Pow, hit him with the old 1-2, you know what I'm saying? We fake him with the left, and then we kapow! That was my impression of Mel fighting a dinosaur. And scene. So, yeah, I've actually kept a video of yours playing a fair bit this week. Oh, thanks, Ski. What? That's so cool of you. Really? Gang? I am humbled. I am humbled. Gang, on any platform, that helps out. I mean, I guess it doesn't really help out on Twitch. Twitch doesn't care if you watch VODs or not. That's why they make them kind of hard to do, and that's why they disappear. But if it's on Rumble or YouTube, that helps. Helps a lot. Thank you. That's huge. What? I'm super grateful. I gotta pour something to raise to you. Lovely. Thank you for calling out Trotsky. Thank you for calling him out. I appreciate it very much. Very much indeed. Gang, I've got a special pour tonight. And that's because, boy howdy, this is an important night. We are kicking off something crazy, something monumental, something I've been working on for literal years. So, we pulled out the Bunnahaben. Okay? We pulled out the Bunnahaben. The Tochachaga. That's what it is. In case you're like, God bless you. First, thank you. Also, no, that was Scottish, apparently. That's a Scot. Tochachaga. That's how you pronounce this particular pour. This is a particularly smoky Bunnahaben off of the Isla. So, yeah, I'm going to be having this because it is a special occasion indeed. And you guys, being here is a big to-do. So thank you for being a part of this thing. I've got the special glass and all. So, get a little bit of bottle asthma to kick this bad boy off. Let me know what it is in chat that you are partaking of this evening. If indeed you are partaking of anything, it needn't be alcoholic. You're sipping on water. Maybe it's a fun coffee. I know what Doc is sipping on. A fun coffee. Maybe it's a LaCroix. Maybe it's a Croix or a coffee. Either way, it's a cool. So, okay, we got a little bottle of asthma for you. Ooh, a little foam. Just a little bit. There is not much left in here. I can't see it. It's an opaque bottle. This is unacceptable. I can't see it. How much is in here? Not a lot. Oh, no. Wow. Gang. Special night. Special pour. And we are killing this bottle. That is crazy. Woo. That's an occasion and a half right there. I will not probably be purchasing another bottle of this because my wallet can't afford that. That was a special purchase. That was not an everyday purchase. That was a big one. So, man. End of an era having that bottle lying around. That's Gang, I don't get to have a cigar with you tonight, but I have a component number 1, good drink, to raise to you. Component number 3, good company. I'm grateful and a half for all that you guys sacrificed to make this happen. Cheers to you. That very sort. Delicious. Freaking delicious. Special drink. Which I may actually feel tonight. So I forgot to eat. I've been very busy the last handful of days, you guys, cramming on some projects. I know I told you guys that I finished 3 major projects. Yes. I always have major projects going on, including the Relationships Masterclass. Years in the works. Something I work on here and there throughout the week, and I have for years. So, big projects underway, and lots of things that I'm recording and working on, and things I'm updating and giving a facelift to, and there's a lot. So, yeah, I sort of lost track of the time today, and then I went, so I was a whole 2 minutes late to stream because of that. I was like, holy crap, like I scrambled, baby. I scrambled, so normally I don't notice alcohol, but on an empty stomach, I think that's a different game. That's a different game entirely. You know, and I would have an extra tab up, but effing laptop, wasn't actually fixed. Oh, it has to be sent out again? I'm so angry about that. What? Like they sent you back the laptop and it's still not working, Guts? That is hilarious. I mean, stupid, but what? They just like with a straight face were like, yeah, here you go, it works. And you're like, power button. Hey, so it doesn't work. And they're like, oh my gosh, how could this have happened? Did you test it at all in any way? No. Just gonna be honest. I'm so sorry. It's lousy. Oh, makes me feel any better. My laptop is buried like a needle in a haystack. Keep looking through boxes, but to no avail. Hashtag it's gonna be okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, got spilled something on her laptop a while ago. Sent it in to get repaired and now is waiting. Playing the waiting game. Get it together, Leaf. I know. Contribute, do more. Actually, this leaf might be dropping soon. I don't know if the plant is just dehydrated right now. It might be. But I feel like this is I think this is the next leaf to drop anyways. It's a big ass alocasia. It's the metalhead. It's the metalhead. And no, this isn't the next leaf to drop. Then what are you doing? Just behaving weird. I don't know. I probably had something to do with it. I probably broke it somehow. New Monstera plant. Oh, incoming? Oh, yeah, taps fingers. Yeah. New Monstera. No, this one's an alocasia. New Monstera. Actually, I do have a new Monstera that you guys haven't seen. That's true. I do. That's from a long time ago. Sitting there. What a cool shaped bottle. It is pretty fun, Duckling. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Literally sounded like gibberish. Who sound like gibberish? Coca-Cola. What? I don't speak Gus. Where's the subtitles? What do you mean, Kodo? You mean the Tatakaha? It's got a pronunciation key on here. Tokakaga. Tokakaga. Translated from Scots Gaelic, means smoky to... means smoky. No, means smoky. To smoky to. But it's two, T-W-O. Rich oak with warm peat and sweet sherry. There is a dessert quality to this one, but yes, very peated. Very brine, very antiseptic. So again, if you don't like this peated scotch, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. Kodo that guy, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you indeed. Welcome. Welcome. Air, maybe maple. Oh, okay. Sipping on air. Okay, maybe maple cream. Okay, I got you, baby. Let's go. Douglas, I was bartender, but can you elaborate a bit on what you're talking about, dear? Sipping cream. Just, heavy whipping cream shell. That's all. Can you use it as a tax write-off since you poured it on stream? I absolutely can, Gil. The drink? I already did. I bought this bottle 2 years ago. It's already been a tax write-off. Yes, this bottle. The expense of this bottle was a write-off in my 2023 tax return. Yes. Absolutely. Taken care of. Check in the box. Great question. Meatball! Ahoy! How you doing, meat? How's stuff? How's things? How are you? Has the time zones been to you? How'd your week treat you? You doing okay? Glad to have you in. Tink! Thank you for lurk, my dude, and thank you for calling him out. Guts, I appreciate it very much. Very much. I don't know if Tink was already called out. No, I ain't not scared about people getting called out twice, Guts. But you were fast. You were quick. Yes, so those dumbasses decided they simply reinstalling Windows and stress testing the GPU was sufficient to repair the bad CMOS battery. That is hilarious. I'm so sorry. I would have guessed orchid. Nope. Not that. No, we don't have orchids. Orchids are a pain in the butt. Orchids, you have to have like an incredibly disciplined fertilization schedule and all that stuff. No. Put a gift in confabulating. Oh, God. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's Mel fighting a dinosaur! A gift indeed! You guys, there's a gift. It's in Confabulated. It's in the Mafia Community Discord. If you're not in the Discord, consider joining the Discord. You could do worse. It's Mel fighting the dinos. And that's pretty heckin' cool. What's he supposed to do with those little arms? You know what I'm saying? You can get in there. Like, how's he supposed to guard his head? How's he supposed to keep your chin tucked? Nah, that dude is hella susceptible to an uppercut. That's where, ching, like that dude. Oh, look at him, huh? My word. He's in for a hurting for certain. It's true. It's true. I didn't spill anything on this one. Oh, that was the old one. All right. Wanna haben toy sicher. Yeah, that's the right one. That's the one, Duckling. It's a great bottle. Again, if you guys don't like peated scotches, you might not like it. It's for advanced drinkers only. Blackberry bubbly. My current drink. I wouldn't have guessed that. See, That's why I ask you guys. I didn't even do anything to this one. Because the issue in the first place, I think I got a lemon. You know what happens when life gives you lemons? Smokey the Bear. Yeah, that's the translation. That's exactly what it is, actually. That's what it is in Scots Gaelic. That's the one. I don't know, Michael Bublé still used a blackberry. Dang, that's got layers to it. Like an ogre. Oh, I love the coconut whipped cream. Coconut whipped cream. Crazy. But since they didn't actually fix the problem when I was picking it up yesterday, I did literally the same thing it was doing and boot looped into auto repair because surprise, surprise, it still has a bad CMOS battery. Maybe a bad regular battery. That's very annoying, Guts. I am so sorry. Half and half, maple flavor, and American bourbon. Particular ones from distillery in my town. Bottle is huge. I need to make my way through it. Chat, right. Ticking away, baby. Chipping away at the pile. Is that the dino from Toy Story? It's Rex. It's true. That looks like Rex. Body shot the Tyson uppercut. That's right, Ski. That's right. Work the body. Some sipping creams are with the moonshine whiskey, though. Ah, those are also cool. Blackberry bubbly. Sounds stinking incredible. If you say so. Lithium, thank you for the lurk work. I appreciate you, sir. Hope your stream's going well. I appreciate your +1 very much indeed. When life gives you lemons, you yeet them at people. Don't throw perfectly good lemons. Feed them to your boy. Who's the boy? Anybody? 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 This is an Arc Raiders reference now. This is an Arc Raiders reference. We're doing this. You feed them to... Does anybody know? Does anybody know? I'm gonna leave that one open and we're just gonna... All right. And yeah, sorry to hear about the tech troubles. Honestly, you have a class for everything. When's the advanced drinking class? I did that, Kodo. Type in !whiskey. Go ahead. I just got !whiskey. Put it right in there in the chat and you will get your answer, my friend. It's all you gotta do. Just put it on in and you will be transported to the land of answers of advanced drinking. It's gonna be good. Or you turn life's lemons into lemonades, like grenades, and then eat them. Dang, that's crazy. Anyways, that was a Scrappy reference. I'm not gonna let that hang, actually. I decided that I was gonna say. That's Scrappy, the rooster friendo, the chicken friendo in Arc Raiders. You can feed him lemons now. It's pretty cool. He just like freaking loves them. He's just like, he goes ham. So, holy crap! Is that the beauty? Oh my word! Holy cannoli! I am... What? Do I... Of all the people you know... Dude, this guy knows everybody. Knows everybody. It's nuts. It's crazy. He gets them with his sultry Norse accent. He's like, come watch my stream. It will blow your mind. Every single time. There's a bug. Oh, damn it. All right, well, I missed it. It's here to haunt me another day. Fortunately, I've got a good drink to raise to you, lovely lot. Welcome on in, Raiders. A pleasure indeed to have you. How the heck are you, my dude? Also, this means I have to reclaim my med with. We gotta pull back in a tab, because it doesn't make any sense for me to be lurking me. That's absurd. We don't do that around here. That's silly. That's silly. We don't want to be silly, do we? Now, grateful to have you guys in. A pleasure indeed to make the acquaintance of each of you whom I've not yet been able. I have to catch up on chat because I'm sure there are some of you that I have not yet had the pleasure of making acquaintance with the We had a very special pour for you guys tonight. A very special pour. We just killed our bottle of the Bunnahabhain Tochaga. That's the one, Tochaga. And yeah, that's a special pour indeed. But welcome! All right, shout outs are in order, gang. If you guys don't know Bugan, I'd be grateful and a half if you'd go give him a vibe check. I only get to say this about him. Bugan is the only streamer of whom I have actually watched a stream. And I don't mean like a piece of a stream. Like, I got there like halfway through one of his streams and I watched the rest of it when I first met him. Because he's an entertaining guy. That has not been the case. I can literally say this only about Bugan. He is a very entertaining guy. He's got a cadence that's quite fun. He's also really good at telling stories quickly and efficiently, you guys. Quickly and efficiently. That's really his raison d'etre, okay? If you're like, damn, what is Bugan known for? One, the Norse accent, okay? That's clearly, he's this one. Dragonborn. But the second, concise stories that he tells one time, but they're memorable enough that you only needed the one time and you never need to hear it again. So I'd be grateful if you guys go do a vibe check on him. And you know I want to hear a sales pitch proper. You know I want to hear how you tell people who the heck you are and what your schedule is and when your next stream is and all of that stuff. You know I want to hear it. You know I want to hear it. Also, how was the pirate game that you guys were playing? You and Courtness were over there vibing yesterday, and you was doing stuff and things. All right, I gotta catch up on chat. Oh, God. All right, scroll bar. Kira. Hi, Kira. Oh, you swell as hell human. Kira, what a freaking keeper. Woo, boogin' right today. He watched a bunch of videos and did not hit his cats once, but they do need food. Kira, it's super freaking good to see you. Hello. Pound Balls! How you doing, Pound? Good to see you. Welcome on in. Welcome. Hope somebody gets that reference. Nope, don't get it. Don't get it even a little bit, Duckling. Not even a one. Cynical! How you doing, Cynic? Welcome. Anubis! How you doing, Anubis? Also, I have a hunch of what it is you meant earlier when you insulted me. When you called me a bastard. I have a hunch of what you meant, but I never got clarification. I was like, damn, Anubis is mad at me. I don't know what I did to Anubis. Liz! Hi, Liz! Welcome. Also, the Rowd. I love it, Anubis. Very good. Bows, hello, Mommy. Welcome. Dee. Frickin' Dee. Speaking of people who are swell as hell, this lovely human right here, this fabulous Goyle. You look awesome. Aw, thanks. Just trying to dress in a manner worthy of you. You know this. You know this. Come on me. You'll see a world of mixing up whiskey. That's right. Just punch in ! Whiskey, you guys, if you want to see the advanced whiskey class. That's not what we're doing here tonight, but boy, we did it once upon a time, right when I got back from Isla. Right when I got back from the place where it is bottles from. Over there in Scotland. Right there across the puddle. Across the puddle. As always, I know you. You know you. It's true, you do know me, but you know a lot of people who would be more entertaining to raid. You know what I'm saying? You're legendary. You are legendary. No, you. No, you're breathtaking. That's right. Hit him with the Keanu, you guys. That's the way. Spider's slacking on bug control again. They gotta get on it, Ski. Tell him to get on it. Cinder! He has learned from the best. That's crazy, Cinder. You? That's wild. How are you, Cinder? How you doing? We do have a few things in place to hypnotize you to stay. Yeah, your presence being one of them, Kira. You are awfully cool. Is part of the strategy, I don't know if this is a bit behind the curtains, if you can't share, that's okay, you tell me. Is part of the strategy as like a discombobulating thing is just Rana? Is Rana there just so you're like, I'm gonna leave, and then Rana says something and you go, that's not a real person. That's not a real person. And then you stay while you puzzle it out, and then you get drawn back in by is that part of it? Is that part of the strat? You don't gotta do the inside baseball, okay? But I feel like I'm onto something with this one. Okay, Didi says I need to make sure that I listen to the relationship masterclass. Gang, it's happening tonight. I will be gathering questions. Yes, I have been working on this, you guys, the relationships masterclass, and I'll be kicking it off this next Friday, the 1st, okay? At the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. I will be starting the relationships masterclass. This is indeed a masterclass. It's exhaustive. And it's authoritative. And it's definitive. So, this is a lot of stuff. I've been working on this stuff, obviously, myself in my marriage to the hot bride for a decade now, and I have been working on this stuff broadly for a lifetime, and I have been working on this specifically for your benefit for 3 years to deliver to you here. So it will be exhaustive. Singleness, dating, engaged, married, the whole way through. But to be efficient and proficient at any one, you need to understand the spectrum of them. So yes, tonight I will be asking you guys what specific questions you want tackled, that you would like to have specific answers to. Now I get that a whole bunch of questions are going to be very personal in nature, which is why I'm not asking you to share them here. We're going to be coming up with strategies tonight for you guys to share your questions as they pertain to the specific sections, perhaps But they will be available for you guys to submit those questions the whole way through the course, because afterwards, I will be making sure to answer any loose end questions that maybe weren't specifically addressed through the course. So if you've got questions about romantic relationships, from start to finish, from singleness on out, this is the place. To be harsh. And I know Raiders, you're like, some of you don't know me. Some of you are like, who is this guy with a tie, all right? To be a bit harsh, because I believe in the silly and the serious around here. There are a lot of you who complain about relationships. Whether it's the dating scene, or being married, or not being married, or not being in a relationship. A lot of you guys with a lot of complaints about the romantic world out there, and the season that you might find yourself in. And yet, very often, the people who complain the loudest about their lot, their bad luck, their bad choices, the spot that they find themselves in, are the least likely to show up when it counts. Many of you, not pointing fingers, but you'll know if it's true of you. Many of you have ducked the heavy lifting. Perhaps your entire life, because you are afraid of the answers. Perhaps because you're afraid of ending up like your parents. People that you know. Perhaps you're afraid you won't make it. Perhaps you're afraid you won't cut it. Perhaps you're afraid that the answer might be, yeah, you're in a bad spot. And you need to change and you need to do things differently. Don't duck the answers that could improve your life. Else, you forfeit your right to complain ever again. You never get to complain about this stuff if you are not willing to just do the bare minimum and show up and listen. That's all. This will be the distillation of quite a bit of work. You don't need to go out and find it. I've found it all, and I'm bringing all the stats and everything to you. So, take it seriously. Next Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And I will be, again, compiling all the questions. Not because I don't think that my course is already exhaustive, because it is, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm not perfect. I make all sorts of mistakes. I'm sure there are omissions. Despite as thorough as I've been, I'm sure I've missed something. And in particular, I have a very large interest in answering your guys' questions. And it won't do for me to say, yeah, that was it. And you're like, you didn't answer my... No, that was it. There are no other questions. So, just to be thorough, just to spread load it, just to make sure we've crossed our I's and dotted our T's, I am curious what you guys want to see answered. You might not like the answers, if they're truthful, but I still want to answer them all the same. Because that's how I can love you. That's how I can serve you. That's how I can be a value-add proposition to your life. And that's the only way. So, I hope to do that very thing. Welcome to life, gang. Get in on this thing. A pleasure indeed to have you. My name is Gus. Boy howdy. What a privilege it is to raise a glass such as this to such as you. It's really something. Really something. It reminds me of I started shooting. That's right. That's the one. That's it. Dragonborn started the shooting. There's Courtness. Hey, speaking of Courtness, good to see you, madame. Welcome in. Welcome in. Also, I can appreciate how your stream today was titled Short Little Morning Stream, and then you streamed for like 19 hours. Some of y'all are wildin' with your stream times. Crazy, unbelievable. That's right, quickly and efficiently. See? Bugin knows it. Lots of stories. They're all true. All accents. And accents. It's true. He does all accents, in fact. Why are you lying to the people? I don't know, Bugin. I mean, Kira. I don't know why Bugin would do that. That's crazy. We're still waiting for one of those stories endings like 2 years later. Boogie makes the best first mate. Dang, that's cool. I'm doing good, glad to hear it. I'm a simple guy who loves to make others laugh and entertain. Guys, this is Buganugan. This is the gentleman himself. Oh, very good. Okay, stream is a bit chaotic. A bit, a skosh, a touch, just a little. It's true. But it's filled with good vibes and good people like the Mafia. I do a lot of chatting, storytelling, and sometimes I put on games. Tuesday through Friday. From noon to 4 p.m. Pacific, you guys. All right. Set your clocks. Anubis went wild. I know, you read it, Boog, and you were like, holy crap! I'm not mad at you. I don't know, Anubis. I don't know. Boog and I read the exact same thing, and then I added you, and you didn't reply. And I was like, oh, Anubis is angry with me. Oh, God. I don't know. Meanwhile, Katy Perry's being investigated for serial assault for over a decade or two. Yeah, isn't that something? Isn't that something, Shell? I don't know. It's almost like Hollywood is like a concentration of the cesspool. It's from Portal. I will share the link. Oh, okay. I got it. Raid message, pound balls. The raid message, pound balls. Wait. I missed it. Did you change it, pound balls? Oh my gosh. How did I miss the thing? That's actually wild. How did I do it? Well, Boog and Raid, today you watched a bunch of videos and did not hit his cats once, but they do need food. Yeah. Oh, you came up with the. Okay, for everybody. Okay, I got you. It's a good one. It's a good one. We've done it. We've made it. Very excited. Hit me with the Godfather Keanu. That's the one. Yeah, I didn't make that mistake of trusting him. Who? Is it true that the French are not people? That's what it is true. That's what it seems like, Kira. It's like, no, listen, I just met some of you. I'm going to keep my spicier takes to myself, but nobody worries about the French. So onward we go. Okay. Wait, an advanced drinking class. Whoa, there's a registration. Where's the registration list? Just punch in exclamation point whiskey. That's all you got to do. Just type it in and it'll pull up the video. I gave a tutorial. I had a whole tasting, an advanced tasting, right here on stream, right here in this place, in this space. And I didn't spill a drop. It's crazy. Go, you look. I think you'll like it. That VOD still exists, and the link will take you straight to it. Dee, how the devil are you? I miss your beautiful face. I miss your face. I'm working a charity hockey tournament. Oh, sick, Anubis. Awesome. And that's got you angry? Oh, okay. All right. Hyped for this series. Me too, Ski. Me freaking too. They were poodles. Oh, last I checked. What? That's crazy. Semper Fi, check it. Well, Goofy Semper. Are you also a marine? Oh, my word. A paraffin connoisseur, as Aki likes to call us. That's something. Well, come on in, Goofy. How the devil are you? How's stuff? How's things? How'd you find our beloved court of the interwebs? To what do I have the pleasure? Did you come along for the raid? I don't know. I missed it. I don't know. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you indeed. Welcome. Kira Didi Bugan. I know, it's amazing. The French are not people. They're not. They're clearly they're actors. Paid actors. Why does my wife keep starting conversations with, are you even listening? I know, it's crazy. Every single time I hear that pound, it's like, that's an odd way to start a conversation. Every single time. Absolutely crazy. Before I fall, I must ask a hard-hitting question. Let me guess. Favorite flavor of crayon? Let's see. What's your favorite flavor crayon, and do you have spare purples? See, gang, I said this last week, you guys. It's the mandatory question. Also, red. Listen, I'm a basic bitch when it comes to the crayons, Goof. That's, everybody was always out here trying to be contrarian, okay? We had someone who's like freaking green. I'm like, green? They're like, yeah. I'm like, over red? Come on. No. I'm basic, predictable, red. Red crayons are superior. Anybody who says otherwise is just trying to be edgy, just trying to be special. Oh, yeah, the purple's an acceptable answer. Listen, purple's an acceptable answer. I don't have spares because it's an acceptable answer. Apologies for that. But, yeah, that's red. Sam! Hi, Sam. Good to have you. Welcome on in. Welcome. I hope the weekend's eve, at any rate, finds you well. Glad to have you. You must be gearing up for traveling soon. Very excited.
Remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Goof, I'm grateful. Grateful for the follow. I take follows quite seriously, gang. Just like I take raids quite seriously. I aim to earn it. I aim to steward well that which you've entrusted to me. Also, I'm so far behind on chat. Goof's like, that was like 20 minutes ago I was asking about crayons. Which is why it's crazy that you hung around for all of the ridiculous mouth breathing. I'm grateful. Doubly grateful, Goof. Jeez. My goodness gracious. All right, I'm going. We're flying. Rule of thumb I learned, don't send money to catfish. That's true. Don't do it. If it gets wet in the water anyhow and then it falls apart, it's insane. Don't do it. Mammy. How you doing, Mammy? Welcome on in. It's good to see you, madame. I hope that you're well. Welcome. Welcome. Planning and fun. Oh, gotta show up. That's true. Gotta show up. Gotta show up because so you guys can keep complaining. That's exactly right. I got my 15 pieces of flair. That's right, 15 pieces of flair. But you want more than the minimum. More. Good. Day 5 of the hockey charity tournament. I keep score for. Hell yeah. That actually makes you the second person I know of who has a hockey tournament this weekend, or that's going on right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. We have 2 people in the mafia that I know of that are doing that in Anubis. Wild. And more profound, it's not sabotaging my own happiness. Definitely bleeds into relationships. Yep. Very important. Don't sabotage your own happiness, you guys. Sitting at the feet of pain will cause growing pains, but life will be richer for it. Accurate. Words are hard. To err is human, so is to grow. That's true. We got to make mistakes, you guys. How we learn. Caleb, welcome on in. What about Friday? What next Friday? Relationships Masterclass. The Relationships Masterclass kicks off for realsies. Tonight is a bit of preamble and a bit of tease and a bit of telling you guys where we're going, a bit of direction, a bit of answering some preliminary questions, road mapping and stuff to let you guys know what we're going to be getting to and to be collecting your guys' questions. Even if they are vague, I want to make sure that I've not missed something because I'm just one person and I'm prone to mistakes, like all of us. Like all of us. Have to take my son into work. Take care, Courtness. Take care. Super glad to have you come in. Ronnie's abusing me. Timing me out in the Discord? Dude, that's crazy, Kira. I'd file a complaint with the ruffian HR department. Harassment. Catfish don't have pockets. What would they do? I just floats away. It's nuts. It's nuts, Duckling. Absolutely nuts. Oh, I feel like every time I say short stream, it turns into 6+ hours. That's, shall you too? Crazy, you guys. Long heckin' stream, you guys. Just it's wild. Yeah, I laughed. I laughed as the day went on. I checked several times, Courtness, to see if you had changed the title just because of like realization. You were like, yeah, you didn't. You left it there for funsies, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Can you highlight it, Gus? I don't see it. Oh, you said something like I'm trolling you, Anubis. I'm trolling you. But what you said was you said something like, what? You said, what, you rat bastard? Or something like that. It was like, that's almost a quote. That's a very close paraphrase. And Boogan was like, oh, damn. Like, what did Gus do to you? And I was like, yeah, what did I do to you? And then you just never replied. So, yeah, that was... I think you probably meant to say, like, what up? But you didn't. It's really... I was like, oh! Gang, don't get on Anubis's bad side. Listen, wherever you go on the internet, I'm going to be mad at you. Oh my gosh. Hollywood is the swamp. It's a train wreck indeed, Caleb. Lurky lurk for real. Bye, Cordes. Godspeed, Spider-Man. Oh my gosh. Whiskey, thank you, Caleb. Thank you for dropping the link. There it is. Anubis, all of you guys on it. Excellent. Valk, it's good to see you, madam. Welcome. This is Just Chatting stream. Yes, Retro. Yes. Tonight is going to be a lot of intel gathering and sharing, as I said in my Go Live tonight. That was made explicit. The category tonight is explicit. The raid was obviously allowed. So yes, this is not a formal lecture. Yes, correct. A little bit of Irish cream and French toast. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've tried that. Blue. Jar likes blue. All right. Blue's an acceptable answer. That's up there with purple. Blue's best. Jar says blue. What do you think, Goof? That blue an acceptable answer to you? Helly, welcome in, my friend. It's good to see you. Welcome. Helly. We call out Helly when we seize him. When we seize him. And soon I'll get to call out Gale, which is very exciting. I just gotta finish putting together a custom command. Yes, very good indeed. Tee. Helly, I hope that you're well. Oh my gosh, it's Rana. You need snitched out on. See, not real. Not real, you guys. Paid actor. Good to see you, Rana. Even if actor. I don't understand actors. That's actually the end of that sentiment. Crayons all taste the same. Kira, I don't know who hurt you or your taste buds, but I'm so sorry that's been your experience. Oh, what's that question mean, Gus? I don't get it at all. What question? I don't know what question. Oh, God. Is that English? What? See, Boogan? That's what I'm saying. Boogan gets it. Cakes. Hiya, Cakes. How about the weird mystery flavor used to draw on Easter eggs? Yeah, I don't know. All of them can be drawn on Easter eggs, Cakes. Also, it's super good to see you. I don't know. I can't say I eat shells. So, and I'm not desperate enough that I'm like licking the crayon off of the Easter eggs, you know what I'm saying? Plus you'd be getting some weird eggy flavor, no? Something that mimics English at least. Something like that. I don't know, it's odd. Yeah, it's strange. Thank you for dropping so many links. I appreciate you guys. It's a 10-day tournament. That's crazy, Anubis. Okay, 10-day tournament. Awesome. Awesome. No Ruffian HR. What's HR? Well, it's short for... Dolly! Holy cannoli! I just caught up on chat. I was right there. We were this close, you guys. We were closing in. We were there. Oh, it's crazy. Dolly! How you doing, Dolly? Welcome on in. Shout outs are in order. Hello. That's not how you spell shout out. That's how you spell shout out. Dolly, I'm grateful as heck for the raid. Welcome on in, Raider. Sneaky. Good to see you. How you guys doing? Alright, I gotta pull in a tab. Dolly, you were live all freaking day. Speaking of the pirate game, Bugenhugen, I just got raided by Bugen, Dolly. That gentleman and the ruffians are here. And so, he was also playing, it's called Wind Rose. I remembered. It dawned on me. And she also got all dolled up in pirate attire. It's crazy. Bugen did that yesterday, Dolly. Bugen did it yesterday. Welcome on in, Raiders. It is indeed a pleasure to have you and to make the acquaintance of each of you with whom I've not yet been able. Welcome to mine humble corner of the entire net. The whole thing, and this is my little bit of it. I'm glad now you guys be a part of it. And Dolly, I'm humbled that you would raid me of all the people that you could raid. Wait, isn't it the freaking middle of the night for you? Oh my gosh, do you have to raid and fade? Oh! I'm grateful. Grateful to have you in, and I'm grateful that you would entrust your platform and your people to little old me, but I liked your outfit. It was very fun. Very fun. I was there for the entire stream. Actually, I think it was like half an hour late, wasn't I? I felt bad. I felt really bad. I missed like first 30 minutes of several people's streams today. I'm usually like on top of it. Your alert fired off late for me, so... Gang, welcome. My name's Gus. It's a pleasure indeed to make the acquaintance of each of you. Welcome, welcome. Tonight, we're lining some things up, you guys. Next Friday, we kick off the Relationships Masterclass, the result of 3 years of work to share with you guys an exhaustive treatment of romantic relationships from singleness all the way to married, okay? It's important stuff, and I'll be delivering it on Friday nights starting next week. It's so much lecture material to get through, but it is obviously my intention to be a value add to you guys, to add to your lives, to be of benefit, to be some manner of blessing to you through all of this. I hope you guys will come on out. And if you guys don't know about like the Mafia life, the Discord and all the rest of that, we've got a very fun thing happening in 2 weeks' time, starting on the 4th. So we could say May the 4th be with you. And then you get to test who the real ones are based on who gives the appropriate response, of course. So May the 4th be with you. And then on the 9th, May 4th and 9th, we are hosting all-day block parties in the Mafia Discord. All the voice channels are going to be freaking popping. Rooms that you can walk between, okay? Giant house party, so you can put faces to the name, meet people in a very low-stakes environment, where it's not like one-on-one staring into one another's eyes, like, what are your deepest, darkest? It's like, no. It's going to be like, meet people, mingle, okay, come for as long as you want, but it's an all-day block party, both days, a weekday and a weekend, so we can catch people regardless of what your work schedule is, regardless of what time zones you are in, because a lot of you are on the other side of the puddle, like Dolly. Yeah, the bottle of water, the puddle of water, that's the one. A puddle of water. So, come on out, you guys. Make some friends. Make the acquaintance of some people. That's going to be the way of it. It's going to be a good time. Good times. Really looking forward to it. I pushed the infographics for that in the Hear Ye announcement channel in the Discord today. If you want any more tea, that's where it is. You can find it there in the latest announcement in the Hear Ye. So now you know all the stuff and the things, and now I gotta catch up on chat again. And Dolly, if you're not sprinting off to bed, which you may very well be, I would love to hear some self-promo. I would love to tell us when people humor me, and go give a proper real vibe check to thee. What will they find? What do you get up to? And then when? Importantly, when? When can we catch you strimbin'? When can we see what you're up to? What's the schedule like? I want to know. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. No, but HR. Oh, I was so close to catching up on chat. I was right there. As a member of the Ruffian HR department, we're not taking complaints at this time. You see, Helly closed the doors, you guys. He closed the doors. I am the Ruffian her department. And I denied Kira's complaint. Oh, she escalated to the CEO, but I also declined. That's crazy. You just blocked it? That's wild. That's too much power. Too much power in the hands of an actor, you guys. We need HR to the ruffians. Complaining to the next person. That's what it is. Just complain to the person next to you. Like, can you believe this, dude? What even is that sound? It's French or something. I don't know. Not F with Anubis. Honestly, Guts, that's how it turns out. Oh, my drama. I know, Kodo. It's wild. Yeah, Anubis. It's what you said. It's what you did to them. I'm telling you. Boogan was there. So were a bunch of other people. I'm not the only one. I'm not just making it up. Kira doesn't like peanut butter. She's subhuman. Oh, my word. That's, geez. I didn't know that was a metric. When did they add that to the metrics, Boogan? I haven't read the latest updates. Is that new? The demand to like peanut butter? Interesting. Huh. I'm doing okay. Got into a real combo with the girlfriend. Oh, bit about some of her roommates. Been causing her some stress. Oh. Some serious hard mode conversation type stuff, Ellie. Kinda nuts. The carrot question. You talk about right now. The carrot question. The carrot question. Did I mention carrots tonight? I can't even think of what carrot question I would have asked, Retro. Daniel! Damn, Daniel! Oh, hi, Gary, Daniel. Hello, it's good to see you. Welcome. If the Easter eggs come with that weird mystery clear color, do they, Cakes? I don't know. I've never heard of such a thing. Usually it's just regular crayons. What? I never heard of this. That's crazy. Very sneaky. How you doing? Hi, I won't be on long, sadly. Oh, almost 2 a.m. I knew it. I knew it! And lots of my friends have gone to bed. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Dolly, I'm grateful. For posterity, I'm grateful as heck for you. Golly. Golly. How you doing, Myers? Do you go by Myers? Do you go by Hug? Welcome, welcome. How the devil are we? Has stuff, has things. I'm so sorry that I'm this far behind on chat. It's unbelievable. Can I call you Hug? Do you go by Myers? Don't let me ruin it. That goes for the rest of you guys out there. Don't be foist a nickname upon you that you can't stand. Here I am trying to honor you and welcome you into mine space. It won't do for me to butcher your name. It simply won't. It's a tournament for families with children with health defects and cancers. Yeah, Anubis, incidentally, that's what we've got someone in the Mafia doing. We've got handicap type stuff. Disability hockey, like wheelchair hockey and all of that. And it's really cool, like high-level competitive wheelchair hockey. So, same. Similar to do. That's really cool. Really cool, Anubis. It's good fun. I'm glad that you like. Monty! Good to see you, Monty. Welcome in, sir. Speaking of people across the puddle, except you're across the other puddle. Wait. That way. You're that way. West. Good to see you. What am I sipping on tonight? The Bunnahaben Tochachaga. The Tochachaga. That's the one. That's very good. It's very good. Yes. Actually, we're finishing the bottle. It's a bittersweet moment, but this is a very peated, very special Scotch that was quite pricey. So I don't get to have this very often, but you guys are the occasion tonight. So we've got a special glass and a special pour for you lovely lot. It's a big night, you guys, kicking off the Relationships Masterclass next Friday. And tonight I'll be giving some roadmap stuff about where it is we're all headed with this thing. So Monty, welcome on in. Welcome. 2 a.m. Not too bad. Not too bad, Daniel. Not too bad. You're a darling. No, you! Uno freaking reverse. Unbelievable. And also with you. That's the one! BYOB? No, that's not it. That's not the one. What is my chat even doing right now? I don't know. Bollocks. That's the one! It's a great word for it. Ahmed! How you doing, my dude? Good to see you, brother. Welcome in. I'm here too, guys. Hell yeah, gal! Hell yeah! Very excited. All the places. Gang, I mean an awful lot. An awful heckin' lot. I'm a good little ruffian, because I don't complain. Wow. You hear that? HR department in the works? They're like, excuse our dust. We're getting it together. Crazy. That's why you go to the Mafia HR1. That's right. Our HR department. Which is just a sign that says, get good, nerd. I believe. I haven't checked the sign in a while. The Consulente may have changed the sign to like round the sharp corners off of it. But I don't know. That's how I left it. So, yeah. Like a teacher's pet. Nah. Getting in that hard mode. That's right. Time for me to try a new game. Oh, what? Oh, that's crazy. Crazy. Much respect? Yeah, it's pretty cool, Anubis. I get to hear him talk about it and share all those things. It's pretty cool. Known him for years, and he's been doing this for a long time. So I've asked so many questions like, but what about this logistics question and this niche question? I've always patient with me answering all of my questions. I'm super grateful. Asking a crayon question. Oh, that someone eats is a popular self-deprecating internet meme, military trope, primarily referring to the US Marine Corps. The joke implies that Marines are so tough. That's what it means? No, it does not imply that we are tough. No. It has never implied that we are tough. It is a self-deprecating meme, but it's not self-deprecating. It came from the other branches who, for some reason, even though they have to do far less schooling and have to have lower scores in order to get into their branches, they have this crazy assumption that the Marines is the dumb branch, which is hilarious. Again, given that they have literally lower IQ standards to get in. But they, who have enormous envy of the Marine Corps, have foisted upon us, you're stupid and you're so dumb that when you have crayons to draw with, like little children, you end up eating the crayons. That's the joke. That's the joke. So the question, what's your favorite flavor crayon, is saying you're low IQ. Now you know. So okay, that's the question you meant about favorite flavor of crayon. You said carrot before. Your thing auto-corrected to carrot. And I was like, did I talk about carrots? So, okay. No, that's the crayon thing. Every other branch has liked to say that about the Marines for forever. And so, yeah, the Marines just sort of adopted it. And it's like, yeah, my favorite flavor of crayon is this. Because I am absolutely not afraid of y'all's slurs or questions or insults. Because I know what I've done. I know where I've been. I know what my IQ is. And I promise it's higher than 99% of the people who've asked me that question. So, I'm unafraid of it. I'm not insulted by it. I'm not over here like, oh, my fragile ego. Oh, geez, oh, good. So, yeah. Also, it's always a riot when, like, an admin person asks you that. They're like, you're a grunt, so you must be dumb. Don't you just sit at a desk all day in the I&I shop and then do a bad job at your job? Which is why I have to come bother you about, hey, my paycheck was wrong. 'Cause you messed it up. Hey, my orders are wrong. 'Cause you messed it up. Hey, my leave stuff is messed up. 'Cause you messed it up. So, who's the dumb one? I don't know. It always cracks me up when someone who lives behind a desk wants to insult grunts. So, I don't know. They don't have to learn any extra languages. They don't ever have to run VCP stuff. They don't ever have to make snap decisions when kicking in a door. That's just one of life's great ironies. And I can sit here and chuckle about it because I'm not as insecure. And there you go. You just received a masterclass on it, Retro. That's how it all works. Every time you say that name, it just keeps sounding like gibberish. The what? The Turkaka. That one? Gosh, you're just making up words again. The way you say that sounds like something in PG-3. It would take too long for me to explain. If you know, you know. Okay. I'm glad it's references to something. I don't know. Retro with a disappointment pack. All right, we're on it. We're going. Got you. About to say, aren't I also the Mafia HR? No, we don't have one. No Mafia HR. Every time somebody gets offended about something, we have a hard mode conversation, but no. Nope. Think we sharpened the corners even further. That's good, Pri. I like that. I'm glad to hear it. I missed it. What did we do? Sharpened corners and filed them to a nice point, according to the good doctor, Mel. Copium indeed, Caleb. My mom got me rose art crayons as a kid. I'm adopted. Oh, rose art crayons. Dang. Instead of the Crayola, I get this. You guys. That's not even like the name brand. Rose Art is like the off-brand. I think I'm pretty proud of myself that I got that joke, Ski. I'm just kind of patting myself on the back over here. Not to leak too much of our interpersonal CNR stuff, where we save the world, but I asked somebody, how does one have a sense of awe return? He said, decrease your understanding, increase your ignorance. I came to the conclusion that is a price too high. No monkey's paw for me. Huh! Interesting. Actually, I think awe comes from actual understanding. I don't think ignorance is how you get to awe. I think that's a cheat. I think that is a cheap version of awe. I think you can be bewildered by something you are ignorant of, sure. But I don't think that that's actual awe. I don't think it leads to the same thing. So, okay, gang, we got to get into the material tonight. We got to get into the relationships masterclass stuff. And before we do, I would be remiss if I did not thank all of you who have multiple tabs open. It is ridiculous the kindness that you guys are doing me. Everybody who has pulled up a second tab, I'm multi-streaming you guys. I believe that the Mafia project, this hard mode thing that we are here engaged upon in together, this is too important to put all of your eggs in one basket, and so I don't. I multi-stream. And I know that that divides your audience and all that jazz. I get all of that. So I'm grateful to all of you guys who have multiple tabs so that we are alive on multiple platforms. So if I get banned from YouTube for whatever dumb reason, some technical nonsense, something or other, it won't be the end of this project. So we are streaming too, presently, right now, actively, as you are hearing mine words. Rumble, Twitch, and YouTube. Although on YouTube you won't hear these words for like 10 more seconds because YouTube Live really sucks. Now you'd be hearing it on YouTube. Anyways, yes, I'm multi-streaming to all of them. If you are kindly pulling up tabs, if you're on a PC and you got a tab open on these things, it all counts. All those views count, all that bandwidth counts. I regularly upload content, you guys, long form, short form, and live stream. Basically every single day of the week, there's something going up somewhere, okay? So on Rumble and YouTube, we've got long form edits, professionally done stuff. My team is hard at work churning out content that is hopefully entertaining, some of it informative, and hopefully all of it a value add to your life and not too terrible and ridiculous. Though there's some terrible and ridiculous, just not too much. You know, we want to strike a good balance. So yes, the Ape Out stuff just finished uploading. We've got more stuff to come. There's a lot on the docket and there's a lot in the pipeline, you guys. We are working like crazy to try and serve you. It's a lot. But you know what? You're worth it. You're worth it. Plain and simple. So, I'd be remiss again if I didn't thank everybody who's over there on Rumble, and I'd be grateful indeed if you guys would give a look-see to supporting this project through something like Coffee or Patreon, sure. But the best way to support this project is through Rumble Premium. Rumble Premium is a button right down here on your channel, on the screen if you are watching on Rumble, and it means a lot. It means a lot for you guys to, those of you guys who have supported this project, means the world. Now, I want to give you guys a discount to support this thing. So I'm going to put a QR code here up on the screen and tell you guys a little bit about this thing very briefly, and then we're going to launch on in to the goodness. Okay? Does that sound okay with you? So, okay, this is going to be pinned to the top of Rumble chat. If you want the discount code, ready, set, go. We're going to see the thing, yeah? Yeah. All right. This whole project is funded by viewers like you, folks who have voted with their wallets and sacrificed to give this thing a shot at a future. If you're not already a member, you click that button to sign up, $99 a year for the discounted rate or $9.99 a month if you don't want to go for the annual just yet. You get the entire experience ad-free, plus access to exclusive content not just on this channel, but on every channel on Rumble. It's also one of the best options to support this channel and my work. So if I've been a value add to your life, consider joining up today using that link below. Exactly that. All right, so big thanks to everybody who has supported through Rumble Premium, through the system, through Coffee, through Patreon, in particular the public patrons, without whom none of this happens. I don't get to do this, you guys. For the past several months here, 90 hours a week, I don't get to do any of that without the vote of confidence from the people who have sacrificed to make it happen. Okay? None of this happens without you guys. The good, the bad, the ugly, the silly, the serious, and all the stuff in between doesn't happen without you guys. All the free stuff goes away without you guys having supported. So thank you. In particular to Aki, Leanne, Gail, Goose, Kira, Abby, Tink, Helly, May, Karma, Pencil, Pre, Retro, Rick, Ryan, Mouse, Trotsky, Pell, CJ number 1, and Zin. Thank you guys. a humbling thing indeed. Thank you. I really hope that that you feel that I've been a good steward of your resources. I certainly try. I certainly try. All right, gang. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Multi-tab. Is Boogan rated in? Haven't been back to my computer. I don't know. I was stacking tabs over here too. It's nuts. You guys know MySpace top 8. MySpace top 8. We put friends before frames. Which actually, I need to restore my top 8 now that I pulled in tabs from Sir Bugenhugen and Dolly. That's crazy. I get to pull back new tabs and take care of the people. Good, good, good. Excellent news indeed. All right, now we're locked in. We're ready to go. So, again, next Friday, you guys, next Friday, here, right here, 5 p.m. Pacific time, the Relationships Masterclass kicks off. In 2 weeks' time, on May 4th and May 9th, are the Cosa Nostra Festa, our block parties, our digital block parties in the Discord. Links to the usual things in the usual places, like join the Discord. I won't insult your intelligence. Do show up. Bring a friend. If you don't want to come alone, bring a friend. Highly encouraged. Okay, bring someone with whom you're already comfortable. Bring someone you know, and then, bring courage enough to try and meet someone that you don't. And this is where it's a low stakes medium to meet some folks, to process some things, to hang out, just hang out. Just like get to know some people, mix and mingle, the kind of stuff that we don't do so much in 2026 anymore. And I know the medium's not ideal for it. It'd be great if we all lived next to each other and we could do this sort of thing in person. And perhaps someday we'll arrange something like that. But for now, we've got these digital block parties. And I really hope that you guys will take advantage of them. We do them quarterly at least, okay? So this is the second round of these. 2 full days. They're going to be going all day. People are going to be coming and going all day. There's an obligation to you to remain all day. Some people, you go before your stream, go before work, come back after work, whatever. They're going to be running all day. Okay, so you can jump on in whenever and then hang out for as long or as little as you like. I hope to see you guys there for those things. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, now I am going to be taking notes. Notes, I says, on what it is you guys want to get up to. Now, my question right out of the gate is, Doug, oh my word, I just got caught up. I just got there. It's crazy. Oh my word, Doug. And the devil are you, my dude. Good to see you. Raiders, welcome in. Welcome. Shout out. And Doug, this gentleman, this dude. Speaking of people that I had tabs up for, means I get to go pull back another tab. Ooh. Oh, oh. Ooh. I'm choking on nothing. It's terribly embarrassing. Listen, I'm not usually dying over here, but I'm dying. Doug! It's good to see you, my friend. How was your stream? Was it everything you'd hoped and dreamed? And I want to hear some self-promo. I want to hear the tea. Who the heck are you and what the heck do you get up to? I won't do it justice. So, if you've got a minute, you don't have to. If you got a rating fade, I won't be upset at you about it. But I'd be grateful if you do some self-promo, my dude. Tell us, who the heck are you? 1, what do you do? 2, and then when do you do it? 3. When do you stream? What's your schedule like these days? When can we see you live? What's your next stream so we can go check out the business and all that goodness? Any news that's fit to print? Any big stuff coming up? I'd love to hear you plug it, my dude. Welcome on in, Raiders. The pleasure indeed to have you guys. I'm talking about what we're kicking off. Tonight is the unofficial announcement kickoff thing of what actually begins next Friday, which is the Relationships Masterclass. I do something on Friday nights called Gus Talks, okay? These are typically formal lectures where I miss all a bunch of chat and I've got speeches prepared. I've got lecture material to get through statistics and sources and all the rest of the jet, where I work through more serious material about humaning, evergreen stuff. I don't talk about current events or Hollywood news. I don't do any of that stuff because that's not evergreen. It might be entertaining for the minute, but it's going to perish in 2 seconds flat. So no, I'm interested in speaking to the things that will indeed last. The stuff that matters today, the stuff that mattered yesterday, the stuff that will matter tomorrow. So that's what we're getting into, the Relationships Masterclass. It's going to take months, you guys. Months of Friday nights. I've been working on it explicitly and expressly for this purpose, for this community, for over 3 years. And so it is my sincere hope that you guys will set an alarm on your phone. As hokey as that sounds, I know, you're like, an alarm on my... Yes! An alarm on your phone. Because I know what will happen to a lot of folks. Twitch won't push out the notification, okay? Maybe you don't have the Rumble app with notifications going on Rumble, okay? And you miss it. And you miss the first one. And then you're like, yeah, I'll go back and watch the VOD. And then you'll see that it's however long. You're like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then you'll miss the second one and go, yeah, I'll get to it. But I can't jump into the second one without having watched the first. So I'll really get... And then you see none of them. I know how this goes, gang. I've been down this road too. You're not alone in this. I'm right there with you. So yeah, set an alarm. Let's kick this thing off well. And let's kick this thing off right. And let's do it together. Next week is a big to-do, you guys. We're going to start with singleness. We're going to start with singleness and work our way right straight through to having a ring on it. Living a married life, okay? And all the stuff in between, all the relationships and situationships between. We got a lot to cover, a lot of statistics, a lot of polling data, a whole lot of stuff. It's going to be something. And I hope that it's seriously of value to you guys. I really hope that it's of benefit to your guys' lives. That's, of course, its purpose. So tonight we're talking about all the preamble bits to that. That's what we're doing. That's what you've caught us doing. What were you doing? Got a friend from another server to join. The Mafia, I'm encouraging them to make the block party. Let's go! Let's go, Gale! Woo! Woo! I'm excited. Everybody who is bringing a friend, I'm very excited. Very cool. Keep your bandwidth. Keep my bandwidth. No, I just reclaimed it, baby. We got to pull it back in. Let's go. It's very exciting. We have to do it. Nah, you know, I'm a simple man. Doug. If you're live, you have my +1. Easy peasy. Zen. Oh my gosh, it's Zen. It's good to see you, sir. I'm glad to see that you're alive. I hope that you're well. And Doug, I'm looking forward to catching up with you, my dude. Doug, aspiring voice actor and professional goofer. It's true. Tend to play every game under the sun. He do tend to do that. Every game under the sun, but you'll mostly catch me streaming VR chat, just hanging out, or going on wacky adventures. What about like vanilla adventures? Just like run-of-the-mill, standard, like normal color scheme, kind of like what about those adventures? Do you ever get up to those kind of adventures, or is it like strictly wacky? You know what I'm saying? It's like a fork in the road, and there's all these options. If you're like, all right, there's your standard vanilla adventures over here. Here's like a little bit of spice to them, a little zhuzh. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, just a little bit. And then like over here's like wacky, and you're like, nah, baby. Every single time, nah, we wacky ones. Like, is this like a rule, or is it like more of a preference? Is it a dabbling, and you kind of mix and match, or is it like, nah, those suck, exclusively wacky? These are my questions. These are my deep, hard-hitting questions, you guys. These are the ones. Plan on doing more voice-related content, though. So if you're interested in that, come stop by. Doug does a lot of fun voices, you guys. Quite accomplished. Quite skilled at this, too. Put him to the test. Go see what he get up to. Pretty fun. Would love to join the block party. Hell yeah. It's going to be a good time, Doug. It's going to be a good time. We've got 2 of them now. 2 of them scheduled the May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, of course. And the 9th. May 4th and 9th. All heckin' day. So people are going to be coming and going. Okay, there's going to be every room in the house. I'm going to be partaking of cigar, which I'm really excited about. I get to spend time with you guys. Maybe take you on an adventure. Just a regular kind of adventure. Out back onto the deck if I can swing it, so that I can actually have a cigar out of doors and not have to like cigar-proof this place, which is always a pain to do in of doors. So yeah, but either way, I do get to have shigars with you, which I'm looking forward to. That's him. I'm super good. Just passed out right before the CNR. Boo! Told Andy that I felt real bad in my soul for missing. Well, Zen. Felt bad in my soul for not having you. We missed you. It was crazy. But it's good to have you here, my friend. Glad that you're back into the world of the conscious. I hope work's been treating you okay. And Strim and all the whatever the heck's happening with the tournament and everything else on you. You got a lot of stuff. I was like, wait, was that today? I was mixing up dates. It was a whole thing. So, gang, again, I never asked anybody to blindly follow or any of that stuff, because again, I take follows quite seriously. But allow me to work on earning yours if I haven't, and I highly recommend go giving Sir Doug here a look-see also. See if you can, if he can earn yours as well. Okay, so the masterclass, the relationships masterclass. Here's how this is gonna be. Let me pull up my. I hid all of this stuff. I'm gonna go check again. Pull up these things. Okay, here's what we're gonna be doing. As of right now, I may change this because it will depend on pacing. Okay, a lot of this will depend on pacing. I will be delivering these in more digestible chunks. Historically, when I've talked about big serious lecture material type things, I always did the full 4-hour stream. Nowadays, I have really sort of like moved away from that. Starting with the masculine journey that we did 2025, the beginning of 2025, I really got it in my brain. Now these need to be smaller, more digestible, more concise. People don't have 4 hours, okay? I don't know why it took so long for that to sink into my brain, but finally we got there. So the way that I've done that is during the lecture material, I hold forth for stretches and I don't allow myself to just squirrel with every single comment, every single thing, because as I said already tonight, this is purposed with being an exhaustive, comprehensive look at relationships, okay? All romantic relationships, all romantic seasons, from single to saying till death do us part, all right? Like that is the purpose of it. Now, if that's the case, then whatever questions might come up in the course of a particular lecture, odds are good that I have specifically either addressed it already or I intend to. So I'm really leaning into that. So what I want to do is ask you guys, how ought I employ this in the Discord? How ought I set up a channel that allows for anonymous questions where you don't have to post perhaps personal, perhaps embarrassing questions that you don't want to put out here tonight? And you certainly can put questions out here tonight. If they're generic or even if it is personal and you're like, I don't care, I'm gonna ask my question, you can. I will be taking down your guys' questions just to ensure that they are indeed addressed. Now, it might not be on a particular, you're like, I want it addressed on night 1. Well, we are moving through them in stages here, okay? And the purpose of this is to be of benefit to everybody regardless of stage. So if you are already like, you got a ring on it, right? Someone engaged, they hit one knee and they put a ring on you, and you're like, all right, cool, I don't need the singleness stuff anymore. No. Understanding the stage of singleness is absolutely critical. And I know that is puzzling to a lot of you because you're like, no, the person who's got a ring on it doesn't need to know that stuff anymore. They graduated. They're past that now. No. Because the season of singleness in relationships, getting that right, getting the things about singleness right, is essential to all the stages that follow. And if you don't, the stages that follow will be rife with problems. Will be. I can say that definitively. The stats don't lie. And boy howdy, did I bring the stats. Boy howdy. All of the data, you guys. Now, it's not just strictly just me reading data. Obviously, it would be very dry and mind-numbing, and it would just straight up put you guys to sleep. So it's not that. Okay, it's meant to be approachable, it's meant to be memorable, and it's got all of the data to back stuff up, okay? So there's lots there. I will be as transparent as I can with all of the things, and I want to answer your guys' questions. So, whatever questions you guys might have, I want to get to them. And yeah, my question is, how can we set up something in the Discord in particular that's maybe like a box? You drop in a question, and then I've just got the questions. So that you don't have to put it in a public space, so that you don't have to, maybe again, if they're personal questions. And this way you guys can actually ask the hard-hitting questions. Not the, and I mean, there's plenty of good vanilla questions, as it were, too. And I promise you're not the only one asking those questions. But I can also promise that you're not the only one who's it'd be really good to get an answer to this pretty embarrassing question. Odds are very good in a community our size that you're not the only one asking that question. Not just an embarrassing question, that question. That's what this is for. This masterclass is meant to be just that, a masterclass. so that when you go through it, you will be equipped for the world of romantic relationships. Far and away better equipped than anybody you know. And that is saying something. Unfortunately, it's not saying the same thing it used to. For nowadays, we are indeed quite bad at this, broadly writ, broadly speaking. Much of our community, much of our world, do not have good examples to look up to. Do not have role models after whom to follow, like in whose footsteps we might follow. Many of you have had no one to explain this to you. Certainly not someone who cares about you. And boy, howdy, I care about you. It's why I take this so seriously, this project, and it's why I've taken this series so seriously, because I take you quite seriously. So yes, whatever hard-hitting questions you guys might have, I'm not afraid of them. And I don't want you to be either. I want to equip you so that you might be bold, so that you might be encouraged, so that you might be brave and see what all the world has for you, no matter what season you're in. That's my hope. That's my hope. Hey, Fox! Hiya, Fox. It's good to see you. Glad to have you come along with the raid, madame. How the devil are we? You've made it. You've made it several days here. Busy week for you. I'm glad to see you. Glad that you're here. Speaking of being amongst people who care about you. Truthfully, I have questions, but I certainly can't think of them now. Fair enough. Fair enough, Gail. That's going to be a lot of folks. And again, I did not put this out there months and months ahead of time because I did not know when I would be getting to this. Truthfully, I didn't know when I would get to kick this series off until fairly last minute. So now I'm pretty happy with the date. I'm still not 100% ready. I'm scrambling to get a lot of stuff polished and ready and update a couple statistics, but they're more toward the back end of the lecture, the back end of the series. So I've got some time between. But yes, I'm happy to collect questions at any point throughout the entire series, because even if I'm addressing something up at the front end of it, I can address questions on the back end too. And it is my hope that on the far end of the series, I can still have a Q&A session, which I'm trying to figure out the logistics of, where it's free for all. Whatever questions you guys have got. Maybe it's something I addressed, maybe it's something I didn't. If it's something I addressed and I feel I did a pretty good comprehensive job, I will just direct someone to that. I'll be like, all right, yeah, I addressed that in talk number 2, talk number 4, whatever it is, okay? I might be able to do that. But if it's out there, I can address them then. I do want this to be exhaustive. I don't want a single person to leave going, well, I didn't get any of my questions answered. I'm as confused before as I was when I started. So yeah. So as you guys go into your week here, definitely leading up to the first, write down your questions. Just pull up a notepad on your PC, do it on your phone, whatever it is, and jot down some notes of whatever questions you've got, however you want to articulate them. Vague, specific, any of that stuff, okay? There's a lot of genuinely solid questions that I have heard in my study of all of this. Questions that range from, how do you know if this is the one? What about relationship with their parents? What about meeting their parents? Am I supposed to do something with this? I know ye olde traditional type stuff, but am I still supposed to? What are best practices for this or that? What about sex stuff, Gus? Yeah, gang. In the course of talking about romantic relationships, I am going to be talking about sex. Unfortunately. It's unavoidable. It's kind of an important part of this relationships thing, and it's something that we, again, tragically, are very often left out in the dark with. Very often, we've not had good role models, and we don't have people who we can ask questions of. So, we instead just hang out in the dark, lost, confused, afraid, embarrassed, ashamed. I'll be addressing all of it. As uncomfortable as that will be for me, I hope that that tells you guys something. I hope that those of you who are like, oh my God, Gus is giving the sex talk. I hope you recognize how horribly uncomfortable I am in having prepared the material, in thinking about delivering the material, and how awful it will be to actually deliver the material, and that I will just need to go like hide in a closet afterwards. I hope that when that happens, and as that sinks into your brain, you think, this is how much Gus cares about me. He's willing to do this in hopes of being a blessing to me. I hope you see. I hope you see that through every single step of this. That, boy howdy, as uncomfortable as it is to talk about so much of this, I will submit myself to that discomfort for you. You're worth it. And I know that by and large, most of us don't have anybody in our life about whom we can say that, or who says that about us. So, I'll be the one. I'll be the one to step into the gap. You're worth it. It's like cheating to graduate college and you suck at your job. Ooh. Ooh. I'll think through what question I may give you very carefully. All right. You guys can submit as many questions as you want. It doesn't need to be one question either. It can be a whole bunch. A whole bunch. I've been single for years. I don't count any of my past relationships anymore because the majority of them were horrible to me, or I wasn't honest enough with myself to be a good partner. Yeah. I will be telling you guys more about my background in this starting next week. And as it's appropriate at various points throughout the masterclass, I will be addressing things about my past in my relationships history, so that you guys know some of my background, where I'm coming from, what my experiences have been. It'll overlap some of yours. You'll be like, wait, you did that too? Yes, indeed. You've been, you went through? Yes, I did. So I'll be honest also with the things I've not experienced. There are things that you guys have lived through, many of you, who I've not. I've not been in your shoes in every single circumstance. I just haven't. But I'll be honest about those too. You guys will know where I'm coming from. You guys will have comprehensive answers. That's the point. Okay? That's the point. Paul! Hiya, Paul. It's good to see you. Well, it's fine indeed. It's fine indeed. And it's because you're here now, Paul. It's good to see you. Good to see you, sir. Glad to have you in. Cass! Speaking of people I'm glad to have in. This lovely human. This lovely human. How you doing, Cass? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Shell's got a pineapple. Bet. Bet. It's not even under the sea. It's not under the sea. It's here. Beavis and Butthead giggles. Yeah. That's right. Everybody gonna be giggling about the sex stuff. That kind of hit me. Part with, we had no role models. I see a lot in that, not gonna lie. I see myself a lot in that. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not the minority experience these days. The majority of people do not have good role models these days for any of this stuff. We have a culture of like, just know. And I think a lot of that, by the way, is once upon a time, this is a pet hypothesis of mine. This isn't really grounded in anything based on anything other than anecdotal. I think that once upon a time, before the information age, a lot of parents and mentors and people, whatever like parent figures were, really kind of knew that there were no other options. And they're like, yeah, you just have to bite the bullet and talk about this stuff. Yeah, you just have to be honest about it because there's no alternative. I wonder if now a lot of those same like adult figures, the parent figures like in your life go, they've got the internet. I don't need to be the one. Read a book. It's the internet, whatever information, or, the school will do it. The school will explain it. Or, I'm sure they've already experimented with this, that, and the other because kids these days, and I would just be making myself uncomfortable for no reason whatsoever for stuff they already know, and that's cringe, and I don't want to deal with it. Or, yeah, you know what? They can get that information on the internet anonymously, and they can figure that stuff out, and I don't want to be the cringe parent, or parent figure, or guardian, you know what I mean? I don't want to be the cringe one who says the things. I'll let the internet do that. So I can't help but wonder how many people now really duck the responsibility of talking about these hard-hitting, heavy implications things just out of that discomfort. And again, I hope that you guys see that my talking about something that I am certain is going to bother some people. No matter what part of this I'm talking about. I'm going to be speaking to data points and saying, look, here's what the evidence says. Here's what 80 years of data says on the matter. 80 years of data that I didn't come up with. 80 years of data that came from this huge longitudinal population study. It's been replicated this many times in this country, and this one is a big national study thing. And here's the conclusion, and I'm the message bearer. I'm just the guy I'm just over here telling you this is what it tells you. You'll be mad at me because I'm the messenger. That's unavoidable, gang. This is the internet. I'm going to be sharing a lot of stuff that I am certain I'm going to piss people off. And I want you guys to know anything that I'm sharing is grounded in truth and love. I want to serve you. Many people in your life have not. They've either not done it at all or they've not done it well. I want to do both of those things. I want to do it at all and I want to do it well. And it is my hope that you will approach each of these things with an open mind, with that in the back of your mind. Gus loves me. Wouldn't be saying this if he didn't. Wouldn't be putting himself through this if he didn't. This is risky, you guys. And I hope that you guys can appreciate this as well. I was talking to some of you about this on Wednesday in one of the crews. There is no risk in taking no strong stances on risky topics. I could just coast. I could just say the popular thing and then just change it whenever and just be wishy-washy. I could just say the stuff that I know you want to hear. I could. And never rock the boat. And I would never risk numbers. I would never risk concurrent viewership. I would never risk follower count. I would never risk relationships. I would never risk any of that stuff. Because it's all this shallow to begin with. And I'm not about that. Those of you guys who've been around this community for a while know that I'm not about that shallow life. Because that doesn't serve you. That's a fake love. I want you guys to understand that you are actually loved. And many of you haven't experienced that. Many of you haven't lived that. Many of you only know parasocial love. Many of you only know shallow love. Many of you only know love in name only. Oh yeah, I love you, bro. No, I want you guys to understand sacrificial love. Risky love. I want you guys to experience the love that only comes when something's on the line. Sacrificial love. I will put this project on the line because you are the project. Me serving you is the goal. Me loving on you and being a value add to your life is the project. That is the aim. That is the end goal. I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't risk sharing some unpopular things. So I'll risk because you're worth it. Because you're worth it. Plain and simple. It's not plain and simple to say, much more difficult to do. Much more difficult to do. You're worth it. You're worth it. You sitting there, you specifically. Me, Gus, I've messed up this, and I've messed up that, and here's my background. You. Gus, my prospects, and my this, and my... You. All right. Let me catch up. You're going to tell us where babies come from. Indeed, Gail. Indeed. Somebody needed to give me that talk. I didn't get that talk. I'll get to it more when we get there, of course. But yeah, I didn't get that talk. Does it have to be the one? Can it just be a one? Oh, the one seems to imply a larger-than-life, unobtainable goal, a very perfectionist thing. I'm not saying the first one that says yes, a really good one with a growth mindset. Oh. I like this question. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to write it down, Caleb. All right. Good question. I do address that, yes. That is on the list. Spoilers, that is on there. I will be talking to that specifically, yes. Retro with a disappointment pack. All right, I got you. Apex pack for retro. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are up to 24 disappointment packs, my dude. That's a lot of disappointment packs. That's a lot of them. Yeah, I don't believe in the one. There are polyamorous relationships out there. I do believe you can be in love with more than one person. Felt that way and have never been able to truly express that until now. All right. Alrighty. Yep, we will be indeed getting to all of that. Here's a good relationship question. Ooh, I'm all ears. How long do we need to be seeing each other when it's okay to fart in your presence? It's a hard-hitting question indeed. No, that's expressly addressed. No, it's not. Oy. Hi, I also think I have finally landed a job. Oh, what? They had me do all the stuff, asking my bank stuff, 14. Okay, taxes, and yeah. Until I see the uniform, I won't truly believe it, but May 4th, $17.50 an hour. May the 4th be with you, Pa. That's very exciting. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations are indeed in order. May the 4th indeed. May the 4th be with you. Love that. Love that. I'm glad I made it for at least part of this. Tonight is just preamble. A lot of tonight is just setup, Cass. So yes, the actual hard-hitting stuff, the actual formal lecture material kicks off next Friday, the 1st, baby. The 1st at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Obviously, there will be VODs for all of this, so you guys can catch the VODs if you are late. But it is my hope that we stay on top of it. And again, I'm going to be taking down people's questions. I would like to find still an anonymous way of receiving questions in the Discord. So if you guys know a way of doing this, please let me know so that people can submit questions anonymously or at least submit them privately. I would prefer if it's an anonymous thing. That way nobody even has to worry about me knowing who it's from. But a lot of you know me too. And so if you have a specific question and you're not worried about me getting back to you right now, because I can't, and I want to make sure that I get all this stuff covered in the talks, make sure it's all covered in the masterclass, which most of it will be, just by the nature of it being comprehensive. You could even DM me a question and just know that I'm not going to reply right then, and I'll get it onto the list and make sure it's getting tackled, make sure it's getting covered. Some of you know me well enough that you're okay putting those questions to me directly, but I would love to have a way that's sort of like a suggestion box, an anonymous, it goes in there, here's my question, the end. Because I know a lot of you all have questions that you're embarrassed to ask. And I get being embarrassed about them. I'm not sitting right here like, don't be embarrassed. There are lots of embarrassing questions, y'all. There are a lot of questions that if I had an open forum and a microphone, I ain't gonna walk up there and ask those questions. Yes, tung tung, hello, my name is Gus, and here's my terribly embarrassing question. No, I'm not gonna. There's a time and a place. Yeah, so. Crazy. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Hell yeah. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Oh, let me see here. What in the name of... Oh, what did I walk in on? Hey, Aaron, it's good to see you. Welcome in. But the title speaks for itself. Tonight's the preamble to the Relationships Masterclass. That might be what you walked in. I don't know what particular part you walked in on, but yeah. Why would you need to talk to your kids about sex? Your perfectly wholesome local school will cover that without issue. Easy peasy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mel. It's crazy. My school never did that. Yeah, some schools did, some schools didn't. It's a mixed bag. And again, like, my question was not necessarily how many of you received the talk. It was how many of you received the talk in good faith from someone who loves you and cares about you and wants what's best for you. Not someone who went through the motions. Not somebody who resented doing it. Not someone who was obligated or paid to do it. Not some public official who said a thing, or this teacher who had to do this as part of their, it's biology 101 in middle school, and we're going to talk about where the babies come from. Okay, no. My question was, who was there to answer your actual hard-hitting questions? The ones you didn't ask your teacher. The one you weren't allowed to ask your teachers. Who was there for you with this most vulnerable and scary of topics? It's certainly scary when you're young, but that doesn't mean it stops being scary just because you're older. Lots of people got lots of questions. I know it. If you live a life of any real value, you're guaranteed to make some enemies. That's true. Just a matter of making sure those enemies are of poor character. It's a good line, Aaron. That's a good line. Yes, I'm a big fan of... I'm a big fan of a line in particular from G.K. Chesterton on that front. It's about enemies. About enemies. Oh, that's not a Chesterton. Tolerance is the virtue of the man without convictions. Or, if you want Churchill's take on this, you have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something sometime in your life. Yeah, no, I've got the giants who've gone before me with lines like those for me to look at. It's quite something. I was being wholly facetious about the school thing. Thank you, Mel. Remove all tension on my end. Yeah. Don't know where hole came from. Yeah, I know what you meant. Here's how I would talk about it. I would present it like I'm a comedian. Okay, today we're going to talk about mating, also known as mating, also known as coitus. No, not gonna be me. Taking notes. Oh, thanks. Blinker fluid. Oh my gosh. Blinker fluid. Alright, I do gotta do the blinker fluid. Females do not pass gas. That's what I heard. Shell. College Humor did an absolutely scarring, nightmare fuel skit about this once upon a time. And emphasis on scarring. That was earlier internet, you guys. All right, I drop content for Caleb. We're gonna get to the blinkers. We got our blinker fluid. Whew, very good, so that we can continue seeing. Because you guys know, we gotta keep the peepers peeping. We gotta keep them healthy. Keep all them servos spinning and whirring. Grease them up so that they can keep doing their job, my new mechanical eyeballs. But because, of course, it would be the most tragic thing in the world to not be able to lay mine eyes upon the hot bride again. That would be a tragic thing indeed. I mean, I would also want to hear you guys' chat, but there's such things as, like, text to voice, and I would just be listening to the stupid AI voice read this stupid thing. But no, I really truthfully want to keep looking at Hot Bride because she is indeed hot. She didn't earn that moniker for nothing. They don't just hand out that title. Pay rate every week is... every week? Oh, weekly pay. Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Built different. That's true. Literally built different. I have your anonymous way covered. Oh, do you? Cool. Bet. That's terribly exciting, Mel. You should see my mom sometime. Or even me. Oh my gosh. Oh, supplied for women. I am not one. I find all these fart jokes to be asinine. Wow. We are still on. I mean, I get it. The nervous jokes about an uncomfortable topic. Fair enough. Band camp? Oh, dang. Band camp, you guys. More sex references. It's wild. Never got to talk. Found it all out on my own. Yeah. For better or worse. That's a lot of us. Dragon baby! Hello, you wonderful human. It's good to see you. I hope that you're well, madame. Hope you're doing alright. It's good to have you in. How am I? I'm well. I'm cramming to get things ready. 1, for the Festa, and 2, for the Relationships Masterclass, which kicks off next Friday. So, I'm very excited to be here tonight. Very excited to be talking about this with you guys. Very excited to be gathering up y'all's questions and pointing us toward this most critical of topics. Because it's gonna affect your entire life. This topic spans one's entire life. So, I need to do a good job. I need to do it right. So, I've also been doing a lot of recording, a lot of creative projects that are in the hopper. You guys don't see most of what happens. You guys see a little bit of behind the curtain sort of stuff. But for the most part, you don't see all of the inner workings of this and all the stuff that goes into it and the planning and the scheming, and there's quite a lot. So incidentally, one of the big projects right now, this might be ridiculous to some of you, one of the big projects that's underway right now is planning for September. Planning for the next round of CNRs, you guys. Those kick off the first week of September later this year. And I've had people like, what do you mean you're planning for September? That's how much time and energy goes into making all of this stuff work. So, yep, planning for September. Figuring out a lot of logistics things. Answering a lot of logistics questions. The Festa stuff, that's no small thing. That's a big to-do as well. Best practices for that. Best way of communicating things. I had to fuss over like how to word in the infographic that we put out for the Festa that's kicking off on the 4th. I had to figure out how to communicate that it happens all day. Who's all day? Well, my all day. What about your all day? Well, what if you're on the other side of the world? Maybe not your all day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all day Pacific time. What does that mean? Well, okay, do I list a specific start time and end time? No, it's whenever you can make it in. Because if I list times, then people are going to be like, well, what time is that? So it's just all day. It's just all day. Okay, there's going to be people in the channels all day. So, I'm a fan. More of a thought. You don't have any enemies. No one has them. From Vinland Saga. I don't know that I know this line. You don't have any enemies? No one has them? Oh, unfortunately, I do have enemies. It's an unavoidable thing, again, if you have convictions. People will set themselves against you and your convictions. So, yep. And then if you don't have any convictions, incidentally, and you're like, no, I just want to live on the fence for forever, that will make you enemies. Yep. Best sex ed system is one similar to Canada. Okay, you have to start with anatomy at a young age and have them educated and understand that sex originated as a way to become pregnant, and birth control is fighting that natural order, so take it seriously. I'll be speaking to all of this, Aaron, in the course of the series. The sex talk will be... Jeez. Let me look at a calendar here. The sex talk likely won't be until June. Maybe it'll be sooner than that. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to go back through. It's a lot. You guys, I don't even know how many documents I have put together for this in the material. That's going to be... Hang on. Oh, no, that's June. For sure. That's going to be June. Oh, yeah. June. God, maybe even later. It really depends on how thin I want to go with these. On how low and slow I want to tackle the material, you know? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'd say this. You should know it. Started with the boomers as parents. Yeah. In this particular case, there's the turn of the era into the information age, sure. And the boomers would have been the parents in that case. They would have been the parents going into the information age, and the unbelievable access to information that we have. Yes, the boomers would have been the ones. I don't know that it's anything outside of the human condition. I wouldn't attribute it to them. I've talked about this before in other contexts. I wouldn't attribute it to them uniquely, and I wouldn't say that's not something that the greatest generation, so-called, wouldn't have also done had the information age dawned in their time. I think this is a human thing. I think we are conflict avoidant very often, and I think that we are lazy very often. And so, yeah, if we can do two birds, one stone here and avoid the uncomfortable conversation and whatever conflict might arise, I think we'll do that. I think we will, as a knee-jerk reaction, do that. So yeah, it will only have been a culture of accountability and deep responsibility where somebody would have taken this seriously. And we don't really have that. Now it's, good luck. To each their own. Good luck. Godspeed, Spider-Man. So, yeah. Yep. At least Fox isn't here for last CNR with the dad joke. Fox could be here. Don't know it, Dragon Baby. Don't know it. You're never safe from the dad jokes. Could be lurking around the very corner. September's like tomorrow. Honestly, Kodo. Honestly. It's going to be here way faster than we think, you guys. Way faster than we think. So a lot of folks are like, what do you mean you're doing stuff for September? I'm not waiting. I'm not leaving things till the last minute. Really, when it comes to like the CNRs, for the next round of them, what I can almost say for certain, and I can't even say this, it's crazy, things could change. The thing I'm most sure of, how about that? For which I have the most confidence, for which I am most readily, can I give most ready assurance that will remain unchanged, is that the Wednesday facilitation time is not going to change. So that's what I can most comfortably lock in with. So all day on Wednesdays will be a continued sort of thing. Pacific time, all day Pacific time. As for facilitation on other days of the week, that is indeed a large part of the logistics question, and for which I'm preparing, for September, is facilitation times. That would be different days of the week, different times, different hours, different time zones. That's a big to-do, because obviously that involves roping in more people, and there's a lot. So I have spent all week this week working on that stuff. I spent 14 hours total yesterday, I think, working on that very thing. Locking stuff in for logistics for September. All day. I didn't field a single correspondence on my whole Thursday. I didn't look at any of my messages. I had my head down. I did recording. I did editing. I did a whole lot of stuff. Stuff that will not see the light of day for months. That is what it looks like to work ahead in a business. Very different, incidentally, than someone who just goes live. Someone who says, yeah, I feel like gaming right now, and, as long as I'm gaming anyways, I might as well hit the go live button. Boop. Very, very, very different, isn't it? One takes way more work. But, depends on what your goals are, I suppose, right? Depends on what your goals are. The anemone of my enemy is my friend, the clownfish. With anemones like these, with fronds like these, who needs anemones? Yeah, even before they would have gotten a book. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. But who's going to answer their questions? You can hand them the information, but they're gonna have questions. Who's going to answer the follow-ups? That's the big question. And it's not just that topic. It's all conflict, all friction. Yeah. We have weak friction endurance. That's true. That's true. We have no stomach for the difficulty. And that's, of course, what we are combating here explicitly. We want our stomach back for difficulty, you guys. That's my mission statement. Look. We go like this. Mission statement. Ooh, baby. That's just the pithy version. That's the short little version of it, you guys. If you want the comprehensive version of what makes sort of animates this, that's the spirit behind the Mafia project, I would say join the Discord, go up into the top left of the thing, find in the server stuffs, and click the Mafia Manifesto. Give it a read. It's not that long. It's somewhat long. It's not that long, though. And see what makes this thing tick? See what, see what animates something like this, a project like this, what the MO is, all of that. Important stuff. Important stuff. Our fridge went out today. Love that for my family and I. I am so sorry, Dragon Baby. That is so frustrating. We don't have a ton of food really at any given time. We're pretty lean around here. Like our freezer doesn't have a ton in it. It's really kind of bare. It's got glassware in it because I chill my glassware for mixing drinks. It's got ice in it because our ice maker doesn't work, because it never worked because stupid company. Ice packs. It's got a lot of my mixers, incidentally, like my homemade grenadine, various syrups, like a cinnamon syrup, simples, semi-rich, all that stuff, the Demerara syrups. All of those are in the freezer from 2 years ago, from when I stopped drinking, when I stopped making cocktails so frequently. I do need to pull them back out and defrost them all, but they've been hanging out in there. Yeah, there's not a lot in the freezer. We keep a pretty lean household. I heard someone once say, not so very long ago, incidentally, but it had an impact, it left an impression, was like, we don't buy new food until we've eaten all the old food. And I'm like, huh, that would certainly impact your food prep and meal prep and your shopping habits, certainly. And so we do a lot of that right now. It's like, no, we can't buy this new food thing because we haven't finished the old food thing. It also means we are less risk. We take fewer risks when we're shopping. I don't know if this is going to be any good. Well, we'd have to eat all of it, so it's like proof of concept. We gotta know we want something. Really makes less waste. Really less waste. So yeah, if our fridge went out when the power went out, like last month or whenever the heck that was, our power went out a couple times in like the storms. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Plus, it's cold enough outside that we're like, we can just put everything outside. It's pretty chilly out there. There's a misperception that your kids are used to you make your decisions. Your kids are used so you make your decisions based on that. Oh, your kids are you, so you make your decisions based on that. Oh, okay, completely wrong. They own you. They owe them minimum of education and affection throughout life. Okay, I think I know what you're after, Aaron. Basically, like, the kid is an accessory of you, and like whatever they get, they should be lucky. Yeah, no, I disagree with that. EG, how you doing, EG? It's good to see you, madame. I got a fun glass and the last of a good pour here to raise to you, lovely lot. Very good pleasure indeed to have you, madam. Hope that you're well. Hope you and your fam-dam are doing all right. I thought that advancements would just make it easier to do big things. Now it just reduces the friction to do trivial things. I see tech should be a conduit of ambition, not a conduit of instant gratification. But the latter is the most pervasive infrastructure. Yeah, it's an opiate for the masses. The quick dopamine hits and thrills. I don't think that people really could have anticipated the dopamine stuff. The dopamine drip, us frying our brains on dopamine with quick, cheap, easy entertainment, and therefore just being sidelined from life, including all friction, all difficult conversations, all potentially uncomfortable encounters. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people could have foreseen that. I'm sure some did, but now easy mode is staying on the dopamine drip and never facing difficult things, which is why, of course, here in the Mafia, we are very intentional about doing the opposite, which is embracing the silly and the serious. We have to do both. That's what we believe around here. It's what we practice in all of our get-togethers. It's what we practice with any live stream content, long-form type content. We got both, silly and serious. We need both. So if you know Southerners, we make a lot of food, a lot. And right now, for an example, we're having a French dip au jus sandwiches. Ooh, that sounds hella good. That sounds really good. So did you make that in bulk? Is that the moral of the story, Dragon Baby? So you guys like made a lot of the meat for the like and all of that stuff, and so it's like this is the perishable thing, and you've got bulk stuff for French dip because that sounds lovely. That sounds lovely. I haven't had a good French dip in, geez, I don't even know when the last one I would have had is. Many years. Huh. Many years. That you shouldn't treat your kids as a piece of yourself. Oh, yeah, and you can treat them however you want. Right, they're human beings in their own right and should be treated as such. Got you, Aaron. Yeah. Yep. There's a lot that I include myself in this because I don't have kids, but it is my hope to have kids. That we fail to pass along, that we fail to do well with the next generations. Are we going to do everything perfectly? Of course we're not. We're people. We're humans. We're screw-ups. We're all disappointments. We all miss the mark. We all screw it up, okay? There's no such thing as a perfect parent. It's not a thing. People will use it as a colloquialism, but nobody thinks that that's legit. Like, nobody is, like, actually believing, yes, this person has it all perfect. If you do, you've been misled. That's not a real thing. Nobody's got it all figured out, okay? Nobody, even if you have a bunch figured out, nobody executes perfectly. Okay, so I will be speaking to some of the parenting type stuff. That's not explicitly a part of the relationships masterclass, is raising kids. That's not explicitly a part of it. It is incidentally a part of it. Okay, in talking about the seasons of one's life in relation to one another romantically, from singleness through having a ring on it. Okay, this will of course have implications for you yourself perhaps having kids, you just knowing kids, you yourself having any sort of involvement in the lives of kids, but more basic than all of that, before all of that, because you're like, I have no plans on having kids, long before we get to any of that anyways, is here's why this matters to you. Best practices are, you should have heard this earlier from your parent figures, your guardians, your mentors, the people who are supposed to have the most influence in your life because they care the most about your life. So the chief tie here is things I will be speaking to over the course of the masterclass very often will be things that if you had a good one, a good role model, a good mentor, a good parent figure, a good father figure, good mother figure, whatever, you will have heard these things treated well, in good faith, from people who are courageous, from people who want the best for you, and therefore tell you, in many cases, hard and uncomfortable things, and who themselves are not abusers, very importantly. And yet, an enormous percentage of the people in here, in our medium on the internet, and in our own community, and those who will hear my words over the course of this message, did not experience that. They did not experience best practices. They did not have someone who actively and actually cared about them and did so well. Instead, you will have been subjected to all manner of horrors and therefore have walked away with an impoverished sense of how this stuff ought to go. And because of those traumas and experiences, have probably been reticent about opening up to anybody else and processing those things and getting answers to the questions that you still have, or the questions that you have that came as a consequence of those things. So yes, this is the reason why I would like to have an anonymous way for people to submit questions, because I know some of those questions are going to be awful. And I don't want anybody to have to do so here and process those miserable things in this medium. It's not worthy of you. You deserve better. You deserve discretion, some privacy. How about just some courtesy? I hope to extend that to you. So, it sounds like Mel got a solution for that, and that's pretty cool. So we'll set up a thing in the Mafia, and I'll announce it to you guys as soon as I know how all this works, and I'll tell you guys how to do it. So between now and the whole end of the masterclass, okay, so you'll have months of doing this. But if you want to front load them on the front end of it, just to make sure I'm not going to miss something in like the beginning with singleness and all that stuff, sure. I would love to have you guys submit your questions so that we can make sure we get to them. And if they don't fit neatly into one of the categories, I will put it in the catch-all Q&A session that we will do at the end. All right? Deal? Deal. All right. Let's see here. Considering the fact that this is the second night that we're eating on it. Oh. I invited my cousin to the festa. Let's go! That's super exciting, Dragon Baby. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Very cool. Gang, again, the festa, they're open to all. So if you guys want to come solo, come by yourself. But bring a friend. I highly encourage you guys to bring a friend. If you are like, I don't know these people, bring someone you do know. Friend, family, whatever. Bring someone new. And you can introduce them around, or if not, they can be your safety blanket, you know? They could be your Linus blanket. You just hang out with this person out by the fire pit. I mean, I'll be out by the fire pit smoking a cigar, but you can come hang out with me by the fire pit. It's going to be a lot of people, you guys, going between different rooms. But don't let that be an intimidating thing to you. Not every room is going to be absolutely stacked with people. We're going to have a lot of rooms. The purpose is to have a big old sprawling house party. And there's rooms have different character for what it's worth. Those of you guys who haven't been to the festa so far. If you're in the kitchen, chances are you're doing something with food. Lots of the people in the kitchen section are cooking. So they'll have their cameras on their stove or whatever it is. And so it's all right, let's go hang out in the dining room now. Why? Because we finished the food. We're gonna hang out over there. Go out onto the back patio. Go out into the, go into the family room. We've got a gaming room. Go into the office where the TV is so you can do some gamering, okay? Like, the different rooms have different purposes and people use them accordingly. So yeah, different rooms have different characters. If you want to just take a breather, go out, you can walk out to the front yard. Just go hang out there. Get some fresh air. Digital block party, you guys. We're making it a thing. Is it as good as a real person block party? An in-person IRL block party? No, of course not. But it's what we got. And we're going to use our medium to do what we can. That's the plan. That's the plan. Everyone I've ever known that thought they were a great parent was a terrible one. Whew. The gap sometimes between perception and reality can be quite the wide one. Aaron? Deal. Good, Fork. Good. Only one person in the bathroom at a time. That's right. That's right. Bathrooms have limits on them, you guys, for obvious reasons. But don't worry about it too much. We do have multiple bathrooms. Okay, but be kind. Clean up in there after yourself. Last time we had to condemn and bury a bathroom, like a whole bathroom. Tried to do a demo project and I had to commission the construction of a new one. It was a whole to-do. What is driving on my street? What is this? What giant truck could possibly be making this noise? Seriously, what is that? Babe, do you know what that is? Is it? What is it? A big, giant flatbed truck. Okay. They're making a lot of racket, and they've been loitering. All right. Thank you. Hot bride, ladies and gentlemen. Crafting room, Israel. That's right. We got a crafting room. It's big. It's a big house, you guys. And the goal is we're going to expand this thing so it's a full, for realsies, block party. Multiple houses, okay? Out in the cul-de-sac with the barbecue. We're going to have a lot. This sucker's growing, you guys. So this is our second quarter of doing this. But we're going to have more going into the summer. And we'll have all that jazz. So there's going to be quite a lot. Quite a lot. Hope you guys will come and you guys get to decide what the culture of these things look like. You get to shape the future of these. Set precedent, set expectation, set the norms, build the culture. Truly. That's cool. And that's, again, what I appreciate about being on Rumble right now. Rumble's fairly new, you guys, and we get to decide what the norms are here. It's like being there at the beginning of YouTube. Those people got to set the tone. The early YouTubers. That's us on Rumble. You guys get to decide what the norms are, what the expectations are, what's acceptable, what's unacceptable. You get to decide that. So if you're like, I don't like any of the social media stuff out there for this reason, well, it's kind of like the relationships masterclass. If you don't partake in this and like help shape this thing, you don't get to complain. There's an opportunity to do something with this. There's an opportunity to be a part of it. There's an opportunity to be the change that you want to see. Or you could just gripe. What? It's Tib! Oh my gosh! The world's largest hand measures in at 11.75 inches. Anything longer, and it becomes a foot. Dragon Baby, do you remember when you said, oh, thank goodness, none of the dad jokes have followed us into chat? Well. Told you weren't safe from them. I told you that you weren't safe from them. Tib brought the jokes. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope that you're well. Troublemaker, thank you for the tip. Means a lot. Glad to have you, my friend, and I hope that you're all right. Hope that Weekend's Eve finds you doing okay. Welcome in, sir. Thank you, as ever, for your encouragement and your support in this business, in this project. It means a lot. Trampoline room? Listen, I don't got the budget. I don't got the liability insurance shell. Where will be the link for questions? I'm not sure if I may come with any questions this stream. That's okay. You don't have to have questions this stream. I will get back to you on that. I will put out an announcement in the Discord, formally announcing it once I've got that locked in. So far today, I put out the announcement formally announcing the Cosa Nostra Festa, the block parties. I will be putting out another announcement in the Hear Ye channel with the solution for submitting those questions. So it sounds like Mel has a lock on how to do that, anonymously. And so once we've got that in place here, I'll let you know. I'll put out an announcement. You'll see it. Make sure you guys have your announcements turned on for the Mafia Discord. I really, really try to limit those because I do not like abusing the @everyone. I do not like doing it, but I try to only do it when there's something that's like actually matters. People are like, oh, just ping everybody. I don't like pinging everybody. Ugh, cringe every single time. Not Gus over here rubbernecking. Yeah, I guess. There's something on my street. I don't know. Get off my lawn, you know? A scrap collector? A scrap collector? I don't know. We have scrap lying around. Hey, Mel, I don't know. You can evidently add anonymous questions to Discord using a web form software to create HTML forms similar to a website. All right. An anonymous form will be available in the Discord very soon. There you go. Yep, you go. Never safe from me. That's right. Tib is lurking round the corner, waiting to inflict kindnesses upon us when we least expect it. That's right. Sitting at work. Oh, counting the hours till the weekend. Very well. And I'm grateful that you'd pop in during work, my friend. It means an awful heckin' lot. Open myself up for that one. You did, Dragon Baby. That's true. You did do that. You spoke it into existence. What are the kids saying these days? Manifest. We manifested it. That's what it is. And I hear the need of a form. Are my skills needed? Oh my gosh. I don't know when your garbage day is. Oh, garbage day. Oh, I was like scrap, like there's like piles of scrap metal. It's like out in the yards and it's coming around gathering up scraps. No, trash day is Mondays around here. Yes. Trash day is Mondays. That's funny. I did not know what you meant by scrap collector. I literally pictured there just being like a bunch of random scrap metal in the street, and it's coming around like some sort of dystopian Mad Max sort of thing, where there's like people walking alongside a big bin truck, and they're picking up random scrap and throwing it, picking up spent ammunition shells and shoveling them into the truck. I didn't know. That's crazy. Hell yeah, I don't know. That's a question for Mel, so you can ask her. How's the evening treating you, Luge? It's good to see you, Luge. Welcome in. I'm doing all right. I'm surrounded by incredible company. What could I possibly complain about? That is, what could I possibly complain about that anyone would listen? That anyone would listen to me? Or they go, oh, come on, Gus, really? In light of all these fabulous humans, are we really complaining, Gus? That's what they would say. That's what they would say. That's what you would say. So yeah, what could I possibly complain about that fits that metric? I don't know. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to see you. Yes, tonight I've been talking about what lies ahead. I will be wrapping things here shortly. I don't want to keep you guys when I don't have the formal lecture material to get to, so we'll be rating out. But yeah, I wanted to actually hammer away at this, weigh in on some of the importance of it. But the singleness, I'll say right out of the gate, the singleness section, because that does include actually most of our community. Most of our community is in a season of singleness right now. For what it's worth, this is the longest section. I'm pretty sure. I check my notes here. Yeah, singleness is like that, and dating are pretty close. And so people who are like, it's okay, I'm in a relationship already, I don't need singleness. Yes, you do. And those of you who are in singleness go, yeah, I don't care about the singleness, I care about the dating. Let me just skip to the dating. You have to get singleness right before dating or any of the rest is any good. It's sort of a prerequisite. It's almost as if it's the foundation, the bedrock, as it were. So yes, we do spend a lot of time on it. This is one of the things I'm cramming on, refining exactly what all I want to cover in a given night. I don't want to linger here for hours and hours and hours and hours. I want it to be, all right, here's the information. Chew on that for a week. We'll come back, So, yeah. And people can use their rendezvous time. They can use their crew time to process some of this. If you have questions from the material, we can do that. But a perhaps easier way to do it will be to follow up Saturday mornings. When I've got my Just Chatting session, right? Which I'm doing tomorrow morning, incidentally. 10 a.m. Pacific time. The Just Chatting session. It's only 90 minutes. But if you guys have specific questions about some of the material that's been presented for a given talk on a given Friday night throughout the masterclass, that would be a good place to ask. And that's in part because, one, it's where I get to address such things. It's time that I have carved out for such things. And it doesn't have to be shared with something else, right? But two, I promise there's no question that any one of you could ask that someone else hasn't wondered as well, or that someone else hasn't wrestled with. So, no such thing as dumb questions when it comes to this. Maybe once upon a time there were. That's a dumb question given the environment that we're in. Right now, a lot of stuff that's not such common knowledge anymore. Just use common sense. As distributed by whom? Where'd you get yours? Standard issue common sense. Reddit? Reddit? Absolutely crazy. I collect scrap metal. There you go. I keep a wire winch in my truck, yank it out of piles that are still there from Helene. See? I'm a redneck, by the way. See? That's precisely what I was picturing. I like it, Ron. I like it. My brother does scrap metal. My brother collects scrap metal and does all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure he owned a dump truck at one point. Just collected stuff and brought it to recyclers and so forth. So yeah, that's where my brain went. I can't say I've ever... Is that an East Coast thing, Mel? Or did you just say it for funsies? Is that a Melism? Is that an East Coastism? I'm not sure. You said the scrap collector. I don't know that I've ever heard someone call Trash Man a scrap collector. Is that a thing? Did we make it up? I don't know. I have so many questions. All right, are my lyrics current? No. Who are you? Stranger danger. My goodness gracious. Unbelievable. It's time. Nice. Very good. Dude, how is... Okay. Too many questions. I can't answer all of these questions. I can't be buggered to ask all these questions. I'm not going to get satisfactory answers. I'm not. Okay. So, you went live. Oh, several of you went live. Ooh, can I pull you all up? Maybe as I rap I can. Maybe as I rap, I can afford to be a little irresponsible, a bit loosey-goosey with my bandwidth. You know what I'm saying? A little bit loosey-goosey. I'm thinking... Set that there. Set that there. I wonder. I'm testing a thing. I'm doing a science, you guys. I'm doing a science. No. Okay. We've successfully scienced. We did it. We did it. Oh, and you just rated out. Okay. Dang. That's crazy. That's crazy. I just thought to myself, wow, opportunity to raid Jim. I don't think I've been able to raid Jim. He just rated out right now. It's actually wild. It's actually wild. Crazy things. Crazy things. All right, let me catch up. Let me go. Catch up. I don't know. So behind. Missing all the chat. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Inexcusable is what it is. Kelly! Especially when Kelly's here. Oh my gosh. It's a famous person. Oh! Hyperventilating. Sweating through my clothes. Oh! Kelly, how are you? God, it's good to see you. How the actual heck are you doing? How's stuff? How was all of the, all of the country living and all of the, I've been wanting to ask. All I ever get to give you is my bandwidth. All I ever get to give you is my +1. I never actually get to hang out and ask questions. Plus, I feel like every question that I ask would be like, where have you been? And the answer is, I'm only good for bandwidth. Listen. I'm a deadbeat for anything but, I'm a deadbeat friend for anything but bandwidth. It's all I can do. It's all I can do is say, this is a cool person. They should have my +1. It's all I got. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. You guys, Kelly does the name Kelly Cakes. She's a professional cake maker for like a lifetime, and she does like incredible stuff. She did this one that I'm like, damn, I want that cake. She made it for some, I don't know how old the guy was turning, I don't remember, but I distinctly recall it was a cake that was very pretty, like with chocolate and stuff over it, and it had like cookies and stuff jammed into the top, but it had cigars and little bottles of whiskey tucked in it. I want to say it was like for the guy's 50th or something like that, but it was like the little taster bottles, the little baby bottles of various whiskeys, like tucked into and around the cake with cigars and stuff all over it. I was like, that is a cake. Sign me up, baby. Look, sign me up for that cake. Where do I get that cake? And she's got all this homesteading stuff going on, and like she's out there like building a house, and it's what a cool kid. What an actual cool kid. It's unbelievable. I don't know. Love being a loosey goose. I didn't even think of it. I didn't even think of it. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's right. Common sense is the common material used to weave wisdoms into the fabric of reality we share, our sense of existence. Well, well. How very fun. How very funly worded. I like it. I've seen them in 3 time zones. Oh, drive around the night before a garbage day and collect metals. Oh, to sell scrap for cash. Oh, you didn't mean trash. Oh, okay. I thought you meant that was the name for trash man. Okay, you mean people who are dumpster diving, who are going through your stuff. No, I wouldn't have gotten that either, Mel. We used to have that, yes. Our last several places we lived, they would go through the dumpsters, yes. In the middle of the night, they would pull up trucks and they would dumpster dive, yes. We don't have that here. I've forgotten all about that. That's crazy. They used to make so much racket in the middle of the night. It's like, what are you doing? I don't know, it's crazy. How are you doing tonight? Looking dapper? Thank you, madame. I'm trying to dress in a manner worthy of you. Every single stream, I try to dress in a manner worthy of you. It's a pleasure indeed. Humbling experience to have you in and to get to welcome you proper like, madame. I'm grateful as heck for the follow, by the way. I never got to thank you properly. I wasn't about to say it on your stream either. It felt this close to self-promo. So I know this is like weeks in the past here, but I'm grateful. I don't know how or why you decided to follow me, but I'm grateful. From the silly to the serious and all the stuff I get up to here in between in this Mafia project, it is my hope to be a value-add proposition to all who grace mine humble corner of the interwebs. And that, of course, includes you. And I'm... The stewardship of which is something I take quite seriously indeed. So I'm grateful to have you. Grateful for the follow. And boy, I aim to earn it. I aim to earn it. I'll miss the mark, human and all, disappointment and all. But I will strive, nonetheless. You're worth it. Each of you are worth getting dressed up for. Each of you are worth all of the research and the homework and all the stuff that goes into all of this. All the logistics, all the planning today, and the execution today for September's projects, for the smaller group get-togethers, all the CNR stuff we're building out, you guys, all that jazz. No matter how far out it is, I am planning for years of serving you, if you'll have me. If you'll have me. If you're willing to negotiate in good faith and do difficult things. The good news is, whatever questions can't get answered today, we've got years yet ahead of us. Assuming the bus doesn't find me tomorrow, and the buses that are hunting me any given day, I could get hit by a bus, you know. Assuming that doesn't happen, then we've got years to sort some things out. And certainly my hope that we do. So, Kelly, I'm grateful. You're a busy gal with a lot on your plate. So again, I don't know how the stars aligned to have you here, but I'm grateful. Valks, my late grandfather used to scrap. Oh, and take apart old electronics. Sell some of it to make money. My little brother. Again, he did that, so I know the sort. Valk. What are we doing? I've been trying to pay attention, but I'm playing a hail break game with my son. Yammering, mostly, Cass. Yammering, yeah. Again, the formal lecture for the Relationships Masterclass kicks off next Friday. So that one, it's going to be like lecture material. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to get through an intro, we're going to lock in, and I'm going to be delivering lecture material. Starting with an overview of stuff, high macro look, and then singleness is where we kick things off. Then we're going to go through dating, engaged, married, we're going to do all of it. Comprehensive look at our romantic relationships and situationships and all the rest. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot, and that kicks off on Friday the 1st, you guys. Really looking forward to it. Again, block parties are on May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you, and May 9th. All day in the Mafia Discord. Links in the usual places for the Discord, everything else, you guys. I won't insult your intelligence, but I hope that you guys will consider coming out in the low-stakes medium to put faces to the name. I'll be in and out all day long. Come and meet me if you want to, but there are far more interesting people than me around that you could come meet. So I hope that you guys will. I hope that you guys will come out. Faces to the names and all of that. All of that. Science complete? Was the science, how long does it take for Gus to catch up on chat? Is that how, was that what the science was? Oh God, so long is the answer. Oh, absolutely crazy. For lack of a goose emote. I know it's so much scream. We put the burbs in there. We bracketed it loose. We bracketed it between the duck and the screaming seagull. That's like, between the two, that's a goose. Right, yeah. Disappointment pack for Retro. I got you, Retro. Got you. What? No. What? I don't know that I mischaracterized a single thing, madame. I don't know that I did. I didn't stutter. I didn't misspeak. I didn't misallocate accolades or accomplishments. Neither accolade nor accomplishment. Huh? OMG, Kelly! You know Gus too? Wait, what? Wait, Duckling, you know Kelly? Wait a minute. Listen, Gus, someday you can ask questions. If the timing works, I'd love questions. Ah, thanks. Oh my gosh, you've been watching me, Gus. Yeah, I have. You've seen some cakes long ago. Yeah, you've had ever since then. That wasn't like the first cakes that I saw, madame. But it might have been a couple months before that. Probably a couple months before that. If I'm a simple man, if you're live, you have my +1. I don't often get to say anything, and I very rarely do, especially since you're busy and popular. So I don't often say anything in your chat. But I'm a simple man. If you're live, you have my bandwidth. It's a really straightforward relationship. I get a notification, Kelly is live. Kelly has my bandwidth. From the times that you just literally had video of the sun setting, beautiful sunset where you were, yep, you had my bandwidth. Easy. A 30-minute one when you're on the side-by-side and the internet cut out or whatever it is, you had my bandwidth. Easy. I don't even know how many points I have on your channel for that reason, but it'd be simple to find out. A lot is the answer. A freaking lot. When did I follow? Let me see here. I can find this out. There you are. Pull up the tab. Let's see if it'll let me do this offline. Tee-hee. Follow age. Is it going to tell me? No. Oh, it did. It eventually got there. 1 year, 7.5 months. Dude, what? 1 year, 7.5 months, madame. And I have 24.5 days of watch time. I take my follows quite seriously. I tell people all the time, look, if I decide that you're like you should be doing this, that you're a value add to the internet, that you're doing something that someone else isn't doing, you know, whatever. It's not about making more noise, it's about sounding different. And so somebody who's doing this for realsies and taking it seriously and taking their community seriously and taking stewardship seriously, I'm simple. If I follow you, you have my +1. Concurrent viewership is what matters in this business, and so you have my +1. And I'm multi-streaming. I'm on Rumble, Twitch, YouTube. I'm spread loaded for this reason. The Mafia Project and each of you guys and my attempt to serve you guys well is bigger than any one platform. I can't afford to put all of my eggs in one basket, so I spread load. I multi-streamed all over, which is why I express continual gratitude for those of you who have multiple tabs open. What a pain in the ass. What a pain in the ass for you guys to have multiple tabs open. It's enough of a pain for you guys to be here with one of your tabs. But those of you who are doubled up, freaking chef's kisses. So yeah, Kelly, you've got my +1. You earned it, and you continue to earn it with all the stuff that you get up to. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. 24 days, 24.5 days of watch time. So that's crazy that you know her, Duckling. I mean, she's famous, so I suppose more than one of you know her. I'm not surprised. Kentuckians love their bourbon and cigars. I was a very classy gentleman. Ah, that's very fun. I'm a big fan. I also am partial to whiskey and cigars. So, yeah. What you see back here is a tiny fraction of the collection. There's a floor-to-ceiling 9-foot, 8-foot, whatever, shelf thing over here with 120, I think we counted. Like 120-ish bottles. So, yeah. I don't drink very often unless I have occasion to, but you guys are the occasion tonight, so. Yes, I want that cake. If I ever have a birthday cake, and I don't really do anything for my birthday, I don't tell people when my birthday is, I do not want my birthday celebrated, I do not want anybody trying to figure it out and do a surprise for me, I will be mad. If somebody tries to, like, dig in and find my actual birthday, it will upset me. I will be mad about it. I will legitimately be mad at you. We will not be friends anymore, sort of deal, okay? I do not do anything for my birthday. But if I ever had to have a cake for any reason, I would want that cake. No buses. Brandishes nunchucks. Duckling's gonna fight him off with the nunchucks. Everyone have a great night. I'm with my girlfriend. We're going to bed. Love you all. Take care, Anubis. Good to see you, my friend. Glad to have you in. The internet dropped. Well, all I did was gush about you the whole time. Missed the past 5 minutes. You're in the middle of saying something to me. I'm so sorry. I feel bad. Panda, hello, Panda. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Wondering if you have an LLC. I do. And if you do, I might need to write that paper. Gotta write that paper. It's true. I do have an LLC, yes. I have talked about it formally in a couple lectures around these parts, but yeah, I can speak to specific circumstances. Yep. Write the paper. Let's do it. I'm not popular. Hush, hush. It's literally false. It's literally false. I know you, Kelly, because of pre-engaged. That gentleman pointed me in your direction, apparently 1 year and 7 months ago. So, yeah. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Let me see here. A little. Oh, she was my making breakfast and lunch pal at 5 a.m. for like 2 years or so, a year. So vivacious and sweet. Most delightful laugh. It's true. She does have a good laugh. It's true. Actual sweetheart. So stressful when the signal drops. Yeah, I know. Friendly stalking. I approve. Gus has that happen too. What do I... Oh, my signal dropped? The internet? Yeah, well... Yeah, my internet's not amazing. Tib! 4 years, 4 months. Not sick of me yet, huh, Tib? Crazy. I remember when I met you. I was in the beige period. Our apartment flooded and we had to move into my parents' basement. We literally did. Our apartment flooded and we had to move out. It was a whole to-do. It was crazy. So I was in front of a beige wall for months. And so some of you were there. Some of you know about the beige period. They're like, where's Gus? Do you get it? It's because he's white and he vanished into the wall behind him. All I see is a chair. Yeah. Wow, we follow age. Hell yeah, we're coming up on a month, Kelly. It's so exciting. Won't be able to catch you. But I followed 23 days ago. Yeah, I'm grateful. 5 tabs right now. Let's go. Let's go, Panda. Oi, he has VODs on YouTube. Should you have time? I have a lot. It's true. I do have VODs on YouTube. There's an awful lot there. You are hopping busy, though. Who, me? Yeah, I'm awfully busy. No birthday, Gus. Boo. Boo, no birthday, Gus. Boo, no. Can I make you mad and make you a cake? Kelly, I would take a cake. I would just like, if I got a cake from you, whatever day of the year it is, it's like, all right, my honorary birthday day is this day now because I got a cake from Kelly. That would be something. I know your birthday. Tib, that's crazy. Gail, Gus wasn't born. He was plopped into the world, as is suit and all, you guys. It's true. The +1 view would be gone if I found out your birthday and made cake. Oh my gosh. November 10th, Semper Fi. Hell yeah, Marine Corps birthday. Let's go, Marine Corps birthday. Pre-engaged is a good one too. Yeah, Pre's a keeper. He's here right now. He's here in chat, Kelly. He's always about somewhere. You could ping him right now and he'd show up. Doc is around here somewhere. He's a real one with his bandwidth, it's true. Doc is a big part of what makes the Mafia project happen. He's one of the people that makes the Mafia community work. So, that's not just like some random guy that I know. Yeah, Doc and I are close. So, yeah, when he said, here's a person that deserves a follow, that's not something I took lightly at all. No. 40 minutes? Oh, I'm so heckin' grateful. I have some catching up to do. July 4th, he's turning 250. Merca. Baby. Let's go. February 31st. Oh, how did you know that, Gail? That's crazy. You know Pre too? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's wild. That's crazy, Duckling, that you didn't... That's totally separate. It's wild. Best cake is just because cake. Second best cake is panic cake. Panic cake? Why are we panicking? Well, panic cake, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. We love Pre. It's true, Duckling. It's true. That's actual facts. I'm willing to bet he is sleeping in his chair. I don't know. There he is, lurking in the shadows. That's right. Dude, the italics, that's so funny that you tried the italics. There he is. Look. I do that all the time. I love the freaking italics and stuff that you guys can use on Twitch. If you guys aren't familiar, if you guys didn't know, that right there, Pre's giving you guys a masterclass right now. If you do that on Twitch chat, it will make your chat italicized. The problem with it is if you try to use an emote in there, it'll wipe out the emote. So it has to be a text-only message, and it'll make the entire thing italics. So now you guys know. Now you know. Shouts out to Pre-engaged. Hello! Why you gotta make me a liar? What? Mel. Why you do that, Pre? Why you do that, Doc? Him is. I see you over there. What's the green symbol? That's Rumble, Kelly. That's Rumble. So I'm multi-streaming, like I said, on several platforms. So Rumble is a direct competitor to Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, it's starting to take over market cap, basically, as YouTube has really sort of been like pretty hostile to a lot of people and a lot of things the last couple years, and it's been getting worse, especially with all sorts of copyright everything. There are a bunch of games that I've played, for instance, where typically the rule is, when it comes to like soundtracks and copyright type stuff, like music infringement, if it's in a game, it's fair use. It's okay. And game devs don't go after you and all that jazz because it's in the game. How are you supposed to stream the game and not have the game music in there without getting a copyright hit, right? And so that's always been sort of fair play. Now YouTube is like, I've been hit randomly here and there with copyright strikes. It's like, you can't have that song. We've banned your video. And I'm like, it's in the game. What do you mean? Like, it's Apex. It happened with Mafia. It's happened with a handful of games. And so YouTube has just been really bad for a really long time, but it's getting much worse. And so as people hate the egregiousness of YouTube, for instance, like I'm not monetized on YouTube because I don't have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. But they still play ads. They play ads no matter what. And then they just take 100% of the revenue from those ads. Once you are monetized, then you get a cut of those ads. But you cannot disable the ads. At no point can you say there are no ads. You can't do it. So Rumble is a direct competitor. It has live streaming and stuff like that, but it also has long form video upload type stuff. So it has shorts, it has regular like YouTube video length type things, and it has live streaming. So it's directly taking on YouTube and Twitch. And so yeah, we got Rumble. It's pretty great. Pretty swell. And so all the chat goes right here, so you don't miss anything. Nobody's really on YouTube. We use it more for archival purposes because YouTube Live, the YouTube Live experience is bad. And they know that. Going back to Susan Wojcicki, the previous CEO, she's like, yeah, we don't care about live, so we're not going to do anything with that. We're almost her direct words. She's like, yeah, it exists, but we're never going to improve it. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, it exists there as like a backup to the backup. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so Rumble has like really good programs. I've built out tutorials on how to use Rumble, how to multi-stream, and so I've got a whole tutorial playlist and so forth, explaining things. But yeah, basically if you know how to use Twitch or YouTube, or both especially, then you know how to use Rumble. Yeah. Yep. That's the one. Maybe he sleeps with one eye open. That's exactly it, Gail. That's him over there. He's just sitting there like... That's how I picture Doc sleeping. Scowl and all. Has to have this. Is he okay? I want to be able to do that one of these days. I want to be able to do that. That's right. So nice over there. Yeah. Rumble's nice. It's true. Hey, Kelly and Mel and Duckling. And yeah, that's true. It's true. Pre knows people. He's popular. Cuddle! Hi, Cuddle. I'm here to lurk, my friend. Oh, I hope you all have a wonderful, informative night. Cuddle, you gem. Super good to see you. Ah, chef's kiss for Cuddle. Chef's kisses for Cuddle. That's just silly. Oh yeah, the copyright stuff. I've been hit for all sorts of the fair use stuff is ridiculous over there. So also they've got the Section 230 protections and everything, where if they don't like your opinions on things, they just block your content and then demonetize you. And there's no recourse. It's all run by robots. Same thing on Twitch. If someone says we have people in the Mafia who literally lost their Twitch channels because they said something that someone didn't like, and then they got reported, and they just delete your channel. They just permaban you, and there's no appeal process. You appeal, like that report went to a machine that auto deletes your account, and then you can appeal to the same machine who auto rejects your appeal in under 30 seconds. We have a person in this community who somebody straight up lied, just made something up. They had petty beef and they made something up about her. Just totally lied to Twitch's bots. And Twitch said, good enough for me, banned her. Lost her income, lost her, all of that. Lost her livelihood. Had to start absolutely from scratch. Can I at least go in and get all of my... No, banned forever. So that's Twitch, that's YouTube, that's both. So there's a lot of people on YouTube right now who are really facing this like, hey, this is fair use. There's no one to talk to. There's nobody you appeal to. There's no recourse. It's you just lost your income. Get bent. Rumble actually follows the law. That is, unless it's illegal, they don't censor content. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. It doesn't matter what naughty word you might say.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Oh, it's crazy! Oh my gosh. I'm so heckin' flattered. Madame? Madame? You lovely human. You had the opportunity to bail. You're like, I see the guy with the tie, and I'm out of here, actually. I'm out of here. No, you followed twice! Oh, hi there. Kelly, you sweetheart. Thank you. But yeah, Rumble doesn't ban things just because they don't like it. They have opinions, they're humans too. But unless it's against the law, they don't ban it. And some people take umbrage with that. They're like, I don't like that thing. That's cool. The law is supposed to be you are either a platform or a publisher. If you're a platform, you can't censor content unless it's again against the law. You cannot pick and choose. If you're a publisher, you get to curate, of course, but then you're on the hook for the things that you allow on your platform. If you allow someone to do something illegal or whatever on the platform, you can be sued for it because you curated it. You have a team of editors. That's all editorials, all newspaper publications and all that jazz, all that. They are publishers, so they are liable. You can sue a newspaper or a magazine or New York Times website, whatever. You can sue them because they allowed it. Whatever shows up on their platforms, they chose to allow it. So they're liable for it. A platform is just supposed to be a town square. You choose nothing. The good, the bad, the ugly, it all goes there. But all the platforms have been taking advantage of both. That's the problem with this whole Section 230 thing that's been going on for like 20 years now. It's they curate content and they're not on the hook for anything that they allow on their platform. They're not liable. They get the best of both worlds, and that's no good. So Rumble is just obeying the law. So unless it's illegal, they don't censor it. And they're growing. They're growing fast. People are pretty sick of the nanny state censorship nonsense of YouTube in particular, but Twitch is there too. And so yeah, Rumble, directly competing. And, you know, it's crazy. Like, the best way to support a project used to be like Coffee. It was a small monthly fee, and then the rest went straight to the creator. And then they got their toehold, and then the Lost Lead program dipped. Now, like, Patreon takes 14% or some such out of their amount. Like, those things used to be the gold standard. Hey, you got one of the subs from Trotsky! Woo, that's so exciting!
Be a fool. Dancing on the string.
And now you have a sub.
Big shots.
I was just gonna say, the subs, whether they're gifted subs or if someone signs up for a sub on their own, all of that jazz, or they get Rumble Premium, 100% of that, none of it goes to Rumble. It just goes straight to the creator. The payment processor, Visa, MasterCard, whoever, they take 3%, like they do with every transaction. They just take that. I get the rest. Rumble takes 0. Twitch takes 50%. Rumble takes 0. So those subs that Trotsky gifted to you and a couple others here, I see all of it. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's a total game changer in the space. So, yeah. Yep. Crazy. Welcome to the green side, Kelly. Hell yeah. My first follow. I am honored. I am absolutely honored, Kelly. Crazy. Kelly, I've been meaning to ask, do you have a schedule right now, or is it really haphazard because of all the crazy projects that you're engaged in? Is it just like whenever you can, whenever you feel like it right now? Because obviously it used to be like, this is the schedule. And what's funny is you started, because you're like on a different coast than me. I'm in Nevada. Okay, I'm over here. So like you always started so early. One, nature of your work, right? Really early start. doing all that jazz, but also different time zones, if memory serves. I believe you're different time zones. So I always had to pull up your tab the night before. I do that with a couple people still, but only a couple who like, okay, they start way earlier or earlier than I'm awake. And I'm usually don't get to my PC right thing in the morning. Like I leave my tabs running all night. My PC does not get to rest. No. Friends before frames. That's how we take care of our people. So I don't usually get to my PC. I've got like quiet time in the morning. I've got study time in the morning. I've got exercise, breakfast, time with Hot Bride in the morning, dedicated quality time with Hot Bride in the morning before I do anything at the PC. But that doesn't mean I'm going to leave my friendos who are out busy hustling, streaming. I'm not going to leave you hanging. So I have to pull up those tabs the night before and let them go live when I get here. Or whenever you guys pop off. So I know you had like a super rigid schedule when you were in the shop doing your thing. But yeah, now it's like, what? That's all over the place. I can't believe you stream as much as you do. That's actually kind of nuts. I multitask well. Yeah, I feel like you'd have to, living your life. Hey, that's classy. Yeah, that's crazy. It's classy indeed. Classy indeed. People want freedom. Wild concept, huh? That took a minute. It did, Gail. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, that was a delay. So that's the other difference, is that Rumble, on Twitch, if someone gifts 5 subs, for instance, right? They're out. They go to 5 random people. It prioritizes the people who are watching. So if you're there, but then it'll just go to any old body who is in the channel. On Rumble, it holds them. So it'll gift the people who have said something in chat, not just watching, the people who've said something in this stream's chat. It prioritizes them if they don't have a sub. And then it'll wait till the very end of the stream for anybody else who comes along and participates in chat. The rest of the stream, it will give it to them. And then, once you end the stream, it goes, okay, last call. Nobody else is going to say anything in chat. All right. And then it scattershots it to followers. Then it randomly hands them out and distributes them. But it prioritizes the people who've actively said something in this chat. I thought it was kind of neat. There's a little bit of a delay on it. Gail's right. This one was a long delay. I was like, something is broken. Trotsky's a keeper. That dude is he's a gem. He's a generous guy. One of the people making the wheels on this bus go round. Right. A++ Rumble. Extremely random, yes. Yeah, okay, I thought so. Bakery is super early, unless I was working night. But then very late at night into like 2 or 3 a.m., sometimes 5 a.m. Are you familiar with, Kelly, did you meet a gentleman, he hasn't streamed in a handful of months. Same thing. Family, kids, and very busy. Did you ever meet Donut King? Donut King TV, all one word. He would stream on Twitch. He was in the process, actually, of getting set up onto multi... Who is texting me? Why is my phone blowing up? Who's texting me? Everybody I know is here. What the heck? What? There's no way I just got a notification right now that Zen went live. Ain't no shot. That dude's been live for like 2 hours. Thanks for nothing, Twitch. Ridiculous. He was starting to get set up to do multi-streaming on Rumble as well. But Donut King, DK, runs a donut shop in Florida. And so his streams would be East Coast time. I'm over here, West Coast. I would end my streams at midnight in my old streaming schedule, which is 8 to midnight Pacific time. Now it's from 5 to 9. And he would be in the shop because it's 3 a.m. over there. Time to make the donuts. And so he would stream as one of the people who ran the whole shop. He would stream rolling out the dough and making the donuts and doing all of that. And he would stream it into the wee hours. And it's like, well, when do you got to make the donuts? Before the people show up for donuts at 5 a.m. So, got to make the donuts. And I was always just like, damn, all y'all, especially those of you like who are like making content out of it, streaming the stuff at the same time. Like, you're busy enough. You guys got to hustle. The fact that you turn on camera on at the same time, respect, crazy respect. So, Yeah. I don't know. Graduation season was like 16-hour days. Oof! Oof! I mean, I do 16-hour days almost every day, but not quite like that. Not your 16-hour days. I don't do them like you did. That's a little different. She seems to be streaming once a day. Go Kelly, more power to you. I know, it's nuts. Try to stream 5 days a week now that I'm back. And you have been really on it lately. I did notice that. About like a month ago, you really started hammering them again. Been gifted subs to random Twitch streamers who I maybe watch for like 2 seconds. Yep, same, Gail. Same. Boom! Oh, hello, Boom. Smells like buttercream in here. Boom! Boom, do you know Kelly? Do you also know Kelly? Wait, you also know? Dude, no shot. What are the odds? Okay, again, if you guys don't know Kelly, Kelly's kind of famous. So actually, I don't know why I'm asking. How do you know Kelly? Because Kelly's kind of famous, so. Crazy. I love Donut King. Really? You know DK? Cool. Very cool, yeah. He and I were close. We've actually got a bunch of folks here in chat who I met from DK's community. Yeah. So, Intro's poking around here somewhere. We got EDK, we've got Diesel, we've got, man, a handful of folks. I know a lot of his team over there who make the things happen. So, love to hang out with DK and make some donuts with him for fun someday. Yeah, he asked, I'm going to be visiting Florida for the first time later this year. I've never been. I've never had occasion to go to Florida. I'm going to be visiting Florida. It sounds like there was originally a plan to like do a bunch of driving across a couple states, but I'm going with like my men's group, my whiskey cigar men's group. And sounds like we're just going to fly straight into Florida now. And so DK's like, dude, hit me up. And I was like, I don't know where all I'm going in Florida. I'm just a passenger princess on this trip. I'm not figuring out the itinerary. We've got a couple guys in our crew who are from Florida, and so we're going to like stomping grounds they all know. I'm not gonna like have my own rental, be out and about making my own itinerary. I'm not doing any of that stuff. So I'm at the whim of wherever the hell they plan to go. But it sounds like I'm gonna be up in the Panhandle, not down in his neck of the woods outside of Tampa. So I probably won't get to meet him, which sucks, but again, I didn't plan the trip, so. And good evening, sir. Boom, how'd you do on the trials, my friend? How'd your stream go? Was it a good time? I saw you getting absolutely... I saw you getting ruined by a bombardier, and then I saw you ruining bombardier. I was like, oh, there's a little bit of give and take here. It was like a boxing match. Like a little bit of 1-2. Like, but you took one on the chin. I was cracking up because you were trying to shoot the stupid spotters with like a hole cracker and it wouldn't work. I hope it went well. You do? You know Kelly. Hell yeah. Cool kids know Kelly, it turns out. I met Boom through Hula. I don't know Hula. Wait, do I know the name Hula? Wait, Hula is Texas Hula, right? You raid this person, right? Boom. I haven't met this person, but I have ended up there because you raid them. I think. Who don't know Kelly? Honestly. Kodo, do you know Kelly? It's crazy. Totally crazy. Kodo's like finding out who Kelly is. We go follow Kelly. Passenger princess. That's... What? Am I wrong? Panhandle's beautiful. I'm told? I don't know. I'm a little bummed because I had the opportunity with the original itinerary, I was told that I'd be landing. Like I said, I'm not going to be specific here. I don't know how much detail people want shared. But I was going, there was a thought in my brain that this was going to mean an opportunity to meet Sir Boom, incidentally. And then that was quickly like, yeah, that's definitely not going to happen with the group of guys that I'm hanging out with. Like going opposite direction for a day of travel and all that. So yeah, really truncated the trip down. At this point, I'm very curious what the heck it's going to be. It's going to be October sometime. I don't even know for how many days at this point. Though, we haven't got tickets or anything yet. It was a good day? Good. Okay, Texas Hula. Yeah, I know the name. I know of Kelly. Oh, that's crazy, Kodo. Oh my gosh. It's wild. Kelly just knows everybody. Social butterfly, this one. Social Butterfly. I know, Boom. I know. That was the part of the trip I was looking forward to the most. I'm like, listen, they're talking about good food, and I want to go fishing, go out into some international waters and try and catch some big fish, whatever. Like, all right, neato. Like, that's neat. But what else you got? Meet and Boom would have been the highlight of the trip. So, still hope that I can someday. I don't know how it would all work. I don't know. I'd have to figure out a way to actually make content out of it that people wanted to watch. Like, yeah, I can write things off if I travel and so forth. Of course I can. I can make some content out of it. But how much of it would people actually want to watch for me to justify the cost? And I'm trying to be a good steward of your guys' resources. I'm trying to be a good steward of that which you've entrusted to me, right? Your finances, your sacrifice. And I can't justify doing like, let's hit all 50 states and meet all the people. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it'd be a someday thing. I don't know. All right, gang. All right. I've been irresponsible. Speaking of being a good steward, I've not been good with your time. So, I do need to raid and fade out of here, you guys. I've got some folk lined up on the Rumble side and on the Twitch side. We get to raid boths, which is very exciting. I am... Wait, I didn't ask Kelly my question. Wait, how did you find me, Kelly? How did this happen? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but how did this happen? What occasion would you have had? I don't do any cool kid cooking or baking or the IRL stuffs. Our spheres don't overlap. Did someone fib to you and say that this would be worth your time? Oh. Question their friendship. Unbelievable. That's crazy. The guy with the tie over here just doing his best. I'm grateful, don't get me wrong. Grateful and a half, but wild. It's freaking wild is what it is. Nuts even. It's nuts. We can have an MMA match. A PvP event. Okay, we'll have one of the backyard knockdown, drag out event. Sell tickets. Is that what we're doing? Boom. Oh gosh, that's funny. It is funny. Sell tickets to cover the cost. It's a solid idea, my friend. Solid idea. Thank you, gang. Everybody who came along tonight. I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged that you guys are taking this thing seriously. This Relationships Masterclass kicks off next week, next Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. It's gonna be something. Again, have it be a good use of your time, and to have it be a blessing that lasts your lifetime. To equip you guys to face the world. And if it's not for you, if you're like, this season, I've really got a lock on, or maybe I'm past that, and I really question Gus's claim that it matters to have all the stuff locked in for the seasons of one's relationships in life. Think about the people in your life who could benefit. Do you not have people in your life who are going through the dating stuff right now? You know, we joke that Hot Bride and I linked up and got hitched like last chopper out of Nam, right? Like, the dating scene right now is very different than once it was, and it's in many ways quite gross. So I know that there's a temptation to be like, nope, I don't need to deal with that. I don't need to be a part of that thing. I can duck all that stuff. But have you nobody in your life who's in it, who's going through it? Consider absorbing the materials so that you can be of benefit to them. Consider bringing them along if they need to hear it. Backyard brawl. Hell yeah. It's going to be great, Boom. It's going to be great. I have to mark up these tickets like crazy. This is going to be a one-time through, you guys. One night only. Get your tickets, yeah? I went out randomly looking for streams I might like. I searched for wholesome stream tags. Ha! You came up and I saw your profile. It said proud to be an American, and that's true. And I followed. Gave you a chance. Now it's my first time here. Ah, you weren't live then. That's true. I know. I saw the thing and I was like, holy crap. That's crazy. I'm shooketh. Shooketh indeed. Kinda nuts. Also small world. Humbled indeed that you found my little space, my little corner of the entire net. It's something. We do silly and serious round these parts. Tomorrow morning is the next stream, incidentally. I mixed in a morning stream not so long ago. I've had the same schedule for years, but I mixed it up by adding a Just Chatting stream on Saturday mornings. So the next stream, for all of you out there who are curious, is tomorrow morning. It's only 90 minutes, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And then I've got one of our CNRs, the Cosa Nostra Rendezvous, our small group hangout sort of get-together thing. I got that thing locked in right afterwards, so I got to be pretty strict with my time. It's Saturday mornings. I've got recordings to do after that, and then I have an evening stream tomorrow night where we're kicking off a new game. First night, Bramble, the Mountain King. I don't know anything about it because, as usual, I'm going in blind, but yeah, that kicks off tomorrow night. And then Tuesday in it, we've got Apex. How it all started for me as a competitive Apex player. So I'll be mouth-breathing in the general direction of Baddos and lamenting, how have I gotten so old and my reflexes so bad? Why am I so bad at this now? So many tears, so much mouth breathing. It's gonna be a whole thing. And then next Friday, we begin. The work begins. Really excited. Years in the making, this relationships masterclass. Block party again, May the 4th and May 9th. I put out the infographic in the Hear Ye channel in the Discord, in the announcement channel. So if you're interested in the block parties and you have more questions and all that stuff, let's try to answer it all in there. So go check out that channel. Go see what we get up to, what we're planning on doing, and pop in and put a face to the name, you know? Put a face to the name. Seriously, so glad I found my Cliffy. My Cliffy? Oh, it'll be rough today. Oh, God. I'm like, I don't know what this sounds like. Clippy? No, not Clippy. Okay, not Clippy. Not the paper clip. Do you ever call him Clippy just for funsies, just to mess with him? Especially now how popular Clippy's resurfaced and become. Back in the day, Clippy didn't judge. Clippy just wanted to be helpful. Yeah, it'd be rough to date right now, it's true. Corner looked cozy. Yeah, not bad. It's a cozy corner. And again, humbled to have any of you here in it, and to do life alongside you, such remarkable men and women who've agreed to try this hard mode thing, to do life well, to pursue wisdom. The right thing and the easy thing are rarely the same thing, and I'm humbled that each of you would try. Not nail it, we're all disappointments, we're all screw-ups, but try to do the right thing. And it's to you, that remarkable caliber of human, to whom I get to raise my final glass of the night. Cheers. I'm so sad that bottle's gone. What a bottle. What a pour. What a pour. Alright. I know who we're gonna raid tonight. You guys wanna know a fun thing? Jaeger's crafting tonight. When was the last time you guys saw Jaeger craft? We're gonna raid Jaeger. I haven't talked to her in too long. She's super busy. Haven't got to chat with her. Haven't got to keep up. Don't know what's going on, but she's crafting tonight, and I love that. So I want to raid Jaeger. If you guys aren't familiar with Jaeger, she's swell as hell. What a sweetheart. And yeah, she does gaming and she does crafting. And tonight I've got a camera, I've got a face cam, and we've got a top down of her sewing machine. And I don't know what all she's working on, but she's working on something. Something for a customer. So yeah, doing crafting. A handful of you know about crafting. So it seems apropos. Also look for wholesome, family-friendly tags. I can't say I've done much digging, but yeah. I can't say I've done much digging tag-based, but the wholesome was kind of a funny thing because someone described me as wholesome, and I went, really? And they're like, yeah, you should put a wholesome tag. And I went, huh, interesting. And then I think I was talking to Troy. Was it Troy? And I said something about being wholesome. He laughed and laughed and laughed, and I said, "What? Don't you consider yourself wholesome?" And he laughed and laughed and laughed. I don't know. Kodo laughed. Someone laughed. I don't remember this. All right. So we're going to see Jaeger. If you guys are not familiar with Jaeger, again, she's a sweetheart. Here's her name. In case Twitch behaves weird, because Twitch is weird, and in case any of you get left behind, that's where we're going. That's her. So in case the raid leaves you behind, you can find us. It'll be simple. It'll be straightforward. We've got a raid message. For those of you who are awake and you want to use it, you can copy the raid message. You don't have to. You can make your own raid message. You don't have to do anything at all. But for those of you who are around, I'd love it if you guys would go along for the raid. I never ask anybody to blindly follow. Again, I take follows quite seriously. So no artificial hype, whatever. You don't want to do any of that stuff. But if you guys want to drop a raid message and then do your own vibe check. If you want to stick around, stick around. If you don't. You will have already done me and the Mafia community a kindness by going along for the raid. So, that's it. Next stream's tomorrow morning. Really looking forward to seeing you guys then. I've got some more recording and stuff to do here tonight because you can't work 80 hours a week unless you do it all of the waking hours. So, gonna be doing that. Intra! Speaking of Intra, hey, I was just talking about you. Were your ears burning? Were your ears burning? You fabulous human, you. And we're gonna go see Hex over on Rumble. Hex is playing Apex. Hexic. Okay, let me copy my raid message here. And so, this is 2 different raids, you guys. One on Twitch, one on Rumble. I'm going to be pretty quick in and out on both. But again, you guys stick around if you want to stick around. But yeah, you guys can go to 2 raids if you really want to. I love to raid. If someone is on both platforms, I love to raid them on both platforms. But tonight, and I get to, there's a couple options for that, but I very, very rarely get to raid Jaeger. I think I have like once, so I want to. It's very nice officially meeting you. The pleasure surely was mine, madame. Again, humbled is the right word. Humbled is the right word. Not something I take lightly at all. Not at all. Someone busy as you. That is no small thing. No small thing. Alright, gang. Get this thing locked in here. What will it look like? What will it look like in the weeks ahead? What were you saying about me? I said I got to meet you through DK, and Kelly knows DK. It's a small world. Small world. And if you don't know Kelly, you should know Kelly. Kelly's a sweetheart who does cool kid things. Cool kid things. Alright, gang. What will it look like in the days ahead of us? The weeks ahead in this project where we try to live meaningfully, wisely, do all of this well. There's this hard mode stuff I'm always on about. What about the Festa to come a handful of weeks from now? Our block party that we're hosting in the Discord. What about the Relationships Masterclass that kicks off next Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific? What does it look like to do life meaningfully alongside the remarkable men and women of the Mafia who've agreed to try the same? Well, come and see. Come and see. And as ever, I will strive to see that it's a decision that you don't regret. In the meantime, I wish for you each marvelous evenings, mornings, wherever ye be, and I will see you on the other side.
Right now, man. He is chilling.